Like 1999, the New York Knicks are in town. Wemby's first potential Larry O'Brien trophy starts tonight. Tip at 7:30 at the Frost Bank Center. Games on ABC. In the NFL, another big deal, this time via extension as the Atlanta Falcons and wide receiver Drake London agreed to a 4-year, $141 million extension. $100 million of that guaranteed. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Talk.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Good morning, everybody. Whoop, whoop. Happy Hump Day. Oh, yes.
Hump Day.
Happy Hump Day. It's the Morning Huddle on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. I'm your old pal, AJ, and look who's back off the injured list.
Felt like De'Aaron Fox with a blown ankle.
Felt like De'Aaron Fox, sounded like Mitch Johnson.
Yeah, I did my best, but after my throat goatee,
What is going on with that?
that's some stuff. It's made.
Vic,
it's autographed and recommended by the AVN Awards.
Would you ever drink something called throat coat?
I thought it said
It's throat goat.
Yeah.
I got the Tracy Lords edition.
I was going to say, man.
Smells vaguely of peach and daddy issues.
Where did you buy that?
Cigarettes.
And cigarettes. And
It does
my
smell like
throat
tobacco.
is outstanding.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
gave me one.
I mean, smooth and glassy, I would say.
I woke up this morning with a sore throat and don't feel good, so
Have some
I
throat
don't
goat.
know, man.
Oh, no.
Get yourself some throat goat. You're going to be
It's got
fine.
eucalyptus.
It's got eucalyptus and Astroglide.
Yeah. Ugh. You'll be able to take it all
You'll
with
take it
throat
all.
coat.
Throat coat. I'm just an idea guy.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Well,
I
hey,
get this stuff sold.
seems you've got it figured out.
Dude.
Seems you've got it
Sinus infections are no joke, man.
figured out.
I was, sepsis was just around the corner.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah. We made it, man. We made it.
Yes.
Long time coming.
Yeah, it was a very, very exciting times here in San Antonio as the Spurs tonight look to jump out in the NBA Finals. The race for Sace begins this evening, and here we go, baby. Here we go. The Knicks are in town. Game 1, 7:30, down at the Frost Center. I'll be there tonight. Rob, I think you're taking the Friday shift.
I'll be on the Friday evening shift.
I'll follow the Sports Star 94.1 Sports Star page on Instagram for updates. I'll be there early, get down on the floor, get you some shoot around footage and stuff like that,
I might hang around till about an hour before game time
and then run away.
and get home in time to park myself.
That's a good idea.
Although, man, I thought last night would be a nice respite, a nice calm before the storm kind of evening. And then about 8:30, 9, about 9 o'clock, my phone, beep, 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 score alert going into the third period, 3-all in the NHL Finals.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm like, baby, we got to turn to this. So I got to watch a
Did
period.
Did she seem really annoyed by it?
Nah, she was deep. She was doom scrolling.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was long past. Because I'd been watching NBA stuff. But then I just all the NBA pregame hype. And popped over and watched a period of pretty impressive hockey, man. If you got the wherewithal and the lead in, as we say every year, dial in, man. It was pretty impressive. It was fun.
Man, there are very few things better than late game tight hockey, particularly in the playoffs, and it delivered last night. It helped now that the good guys won. At least the good guys for me won. I'm
They're the men. I can tell you that.
It was 2-0. It was the Hurricanes scored a goal 25 seconds into the game. And I'm like losing my mind. My wife was like, there's a lot of hockey left. Don't worry. And then next thing you know, it's 2-0. And I'm distraught. I'm like, oh my God! Not only is this game over, like maybe Vegas is just overmatched here. Maybe I just read this thing all wrong.
Right.
And next thing you know, it's 2-1, 2-2. Vegas takes a lead 3-2. And it's 3-3.
And this is at what point in the second did it get even?
It got even about 26 seconds into the second period.
So they played even through that period. So they had basically a scoreless period in the second.
Yep.
And then they come out.
No. So it was.
I mean, it was.
So it was 2-1 Carolina at the end of the first, and it was 2-2 about 30 seconds in,
and then 3-3.
And then it was 3-3, and then about a minute and a half into the third, Vegas scored again.
I got there within. Yeah, I wasn't on there with more than about 20 seconds. And boom.
Yeah, and it was the first time in Stanley Cup history. And they said I forget how many games they said there had been in Stanley Cup. It's like 561. That there had been a goal scored in the first 30 seconds of the first and second periods.
Wow.
So there was some history, and it was a minute and a half in the third, or it would have been 3 in a row.
That's not a high-end stat. It's one of those stats that most teams would be very embarrassed of.
Yeah.
We gave what? First 15 seconds, huh? So all that talk, we didn't do any of that.
But yeah, and then Vegas, it was 4-4. Vegas scored with about a minute and 40 something left. It felt like, and then it was I guess a little over 2 minutes left, and then it was 2 minutes of basically squeezing your sack between your legs.
Dude, what's the name of your goalie?
Carter Hart.
Carter Hart. It's what is it? 7-on-6? Is that what it is when you pull? It didn't look like Carolina had 7 dudes on it.
Well,
Well,
technically it's still 6-on-6. It's just 6 skaters against 5 skaters and a goalie. So it's
okay. But it didn't feel like they had an extra man advantage. It was just the defense being played. But the way that they controlled their space. It seemed like Vegas just bigger, stronger dudes. So they went where they wanted to go, and Carolina was either having to alter their plans or go around to try to get anything done. They never got a shot within 20 feet of the net. I mean, it was just circle around and pray.
Well, listen, we're not going to beat your ass with hockey all day today,
as
much
fun
as I'd love to. But it was a fun night.
Yeah.
Even my wife was like, "This is chaos. It's chaos."
It is.
She's like, I don't know how you watch this all the time. It's there's so much intensity at the end, and I'm like, I know. That's what I'm here for.
But there are no face-offs. I mean, not face-offs. There's no. What's the dude when the skater skates toward the goalie?
Breakaway?
No, when it's like your turn, my turn.
Oh, you're talking about a shootout.
There's no shootout in the
playoffs.
They just keep. If they go into extra, do they play the full period or is it sudden death?
They play till it's sudden death. So it's
at the end of the game, at that point, the next score wins.
Yeah, and they will play as many 20-minute overtimes as it takes.
All
as
right.
many as it takes. By the way, the goal that the Hurricanes scored to tie it at 4, the Knights got absolutely shafted on. Like the part where it was like they said it was a race to the puck and they decided that Carolina was going to get
I didn't know the rules enough to really get mad.
Oh, I was pissed. And, of course, they score right after that.
Yeah,
and I was like, that's such garbage, man.
That was home ice right there,
yeah,
the momentum. That was home ice.
It was. But, yeah, so big game last night, even bigger one tonight.
Home ice, baby.
Yeah, the Spurs got to protect the frostiest of the home ice here in San Antonio. And I'm curious, I mean, this is going to be the ultimate test, right, of rest versus rust. This is like...
And history tells us that at least in the finals, rest is good.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, like in the finals, the teams, or in the playoffs, teams coming off a 4-game sweep versus teams who just played a Game 7, the team coming off the 4-game sweep historically has dominated. I think, and part of it is because I think the Spurs are just significantly better than the Knicks.
Well, the Knick fan and Knick pundit and Knick whatever
and national
are
media
trying
person
to talk themselves into something that what they're saying, I can see kind of when they talk about the Knicks. You know what it reminded me of? I guess no, we don't have to go. You remember those old digital posters that if you went cross-eyed, you could see it.
Yeah.
You have to stare, and you couldn't. You had to like let it go into 3D, and you had to kind of get cross-eyed.
I've never been able to see one.
Me either. I can't go cross-eyed. And I can't go cross-eyed on the Knicks.
No.
I think these people are staring into the Knicks, and they're putting all these digital pieces together and going cross-eyed and go, if I go cross-eyed, we got 6 guys that are better. And I don't see that. I don't see what they're seeing. I see heat. I see momentum. I see great play from dudes that don't normally play great, but I don't see the cross-eyed perfection and likability that it appears that most of the Nationals see.
It's as simple as it's a New York team, and this is what you get. This is the same reason why when the Jets first signed Aaron Rodgers, all we saw on television was why the Jets are Super Bowl contenders now. Even though it's not real, it's New York. And it's the reason why every preseason the Yankees are going to win the World Series. It's just that's just the society that we live in.
And the justification for, don't judge us by the company we keep. What are you talking about? Don't judge us because every other playoff team in the East sucked. Right. Don't judge us because of that. Well, we judge you by who you beat.
Well, I got to give them.
Of course, you beat them easy.
Listen, they've won the 12 playoff games they've won by 22 points per game.
But look at who they're playing.
But Rob, in the NBA playoffs, you beat anybody by 22 points per game for 12 consecutive games.
The Hawks, the Celtics.
No, it was the Sixers.
Oh, the Sixers.
And then the Cavs.
It was.
But, Rob, who'd the Spurs play besides the Thunder?
I think every one of those teams, matched by the teams that they beat, would have beaten the other team.
You think Portland would have beaten the Cleveland Cavaliers?
I think Portland in the first round would have handily beaten the Hawks. I think Minnesota would have handily beaten them or the Sixers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think we or Oklahoma City on the other side would have handily beaten Cleveland.
I mean, certainly the Western Conference is tougher. There's no doubt about it.
I think the sum total looks amazing, but when you go series by series, you go, well, Atlanta, were they even 500?
But it's kind of we talk about it in college sports quite a bit. If you're playing a cupcake schedule, at least put up style points, and the Knicks have put up style points. No. That's probably the belief that you can have of having played a weaker Eastern Conference
That's my
schedule.
perspective. But then we have to talk about all the things that we have talked about till this point that still now are going to be even magnified. The savvy, the understanding, the NBA player that has been here 6-7 times, that has been in the playoffs, that has been through the gear. And here's the difference in the finals that not even the Spurs have seen. No longer do you have the benefit of being 22 or 20 years old and not worrying about the extra day. Your legs are no longer going to be safe because now it's bang, bang, 3 days off, bang, bang. Ain't nobody tired anymore. Now, there's a lot of other pressure, but your legs are there. You made it through the baton death march of the Western Conference Finals. That's what weeds them out. But once you get to the finals, your legs are there. You got more time to rest. Now, the mental stuff is times X, but the body stays relatively in good shape. We're talking about a 3-week final.
Yeah.
And it's going to take, to get through these first 4 games is 2 weeks, man. It's 2 games, 3 games off, 2 games.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of time between there. So Spurs, benefited, I think, by just being young in some games. They just got more in the fourth. Well, that's not going to be the benefit anymore.
I'll tell you my biggest concern for the Spurs when we come back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Still working that one accident. The right lane is blocked right now. This is going to be I-35 south down at Judson Road, about a 5-minute delay in the area. Stop and go traffic now back from Loop 1604. We have a stall blocking the exit ramp. This is going to be I-35 northbound, the off-ramp to Loop 410 right there. Let's talk road construction. We have a closure due to that. I-35 northbound between Eisenhower and Walsham Road. About a 7-minute delay right there. Stop traffic now back from 410 south cutoff. And then let's see, we have a stall blocking the right shoulder. I-10 eastbound of Cincinnati Avenue. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Staples has hundreds of ways to grow your business this spring, like spectacular signs, brilliant brochures, eye-popping posters, mouth-watering menus, and more. Shop now through June 13th and save up to $150 on all your custom prints. Staples, that was easy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. Every day you wait, pain has one more day to take from you. If it's keeping you from work, workouts, sleep, or just feeling like yourself, it's time to fix it. At Arasti, we find the root cause and treat it. No pills, no surgery. Most patients feel better in just one visit. Covered by most insurance plans, visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti, we fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
Academy Sports and Outdoors doesn't sell meat. We do sell the things that make meat meat. Grills that make steak sizzle, smokers that melt brisket, and chairs that make you say, let's sit and eat meat. But that meat didn't come from us. The shade you're under, spice you're tasting, and American flag shirt you're wearing, that's us. Cherry wood and charcoal, yes. Corned beef, no. Corn whole, yes. Canopies, yep. Canapes, I don't know what that is. Meat, no. Everything but the meat, yes. Academy, fun can't lose.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, it is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to book that consultation.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
San Antonio's playoff headquarters has arrived. Novo Brewery features 80 feet of video walls, craft beers, hard kombucha on tap, and the food menu that means business. Thick-cut ribeye, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, carne asada fries, and more. And with its own private entrance separate from North Star Mall, no hassle, just you, your crew, and the biggest screens in the city at Novo Brewery. Open late. Visit novobrew.com. Novo Brewery, come hungry, stay for the game.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
A.J. Brown got married over the weekend. A.J. Currently with the Philadelphia Eagles, but probably not for long. Jalen Hurts didn't go to the wedding. Jalen Hurts, according to TMZ, is the godfather to A.J. Brown's child. Now, we don't know if Jalen Hurts was invited to the wedding, but according to TMZ, no current Eagle teammate was there.
Well, I wonder if there were Patriots there.
I don't know if Diana Rossini was there to report on any of their...
Was Mike Vrabel there?
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Oh, I like this one, Vic. Some people don't like this version of Metallica. I like this.
I like all of Metallica.
I do too.
Who are they again?
They are. U2 was heavily influeed by Metallica. A lot of people don't know.
The funny thing is they're about as old as each other.
I know.
Both those bands 40 years old.
I know. All right. Now, this is me as I feel very confident. Let me just say that. I am confident that the Spurs are going to be the NBA champions here in a couple weeks. If you said, okay, what's your biggest concern? And I feel even stupid for saying it because the whole reason I didn't think they could beat Oklahoma City was because they hadn't done it. They hadn't been there. They didn't know what the moment was like. They didn't know how to handle it. And I should be over that. But if you said, what are you concerned about? My concern is, Rob, at the end of that Game 7 against Oklahoma City.
The party?
No, the crying, it felt like that was the Super Bowl. And it like when you've got this dragon that you had to slay and you forget there's a wizard at the next level, like you tend to underestimate the wizard because hey, we just beat a dragon.
Well, did they? Because they owned them this year. This year
they owned Oklahoma City.
Owned them.
Yeah,
all year.
Yeah.
I mean, all year. In hindsight, you go when they look back on Oklahoma City. Every time we played those cats, the only thing that got in the way of a win was a couple of ref calls. I mean, every time. So 4 plus 5, 9 times. Well, how many times they play them this year?
I think
6.
I think they ended up being 7 and 5 again, or 7 and 5. Yeah, I think so.
But most of those wins came
8 and 5.
Yeah, and 3 of those wins were in this playoff series. The other 2 came in the regular season. For the most part, in the big games they beat them. New York, on the other hand, has owned them. New York, even though there's excuses and reasons how these things happened way back when, I think is enough of a dragon when you at the end of the crying. And by the way, these are a bunch of kids, man. Settle down. At least that in their mind, last time we saw them, they took the trophy home and we watched them.
Yeah.
So I do think there's a little bit of that to help. But yes, until you do it, I don't know that you can. So I think the biggest concern is that. And I think we're finally going up against a team with a guy like Brunson who is not reliant on referees, who is not reliant on anything, and is fully capable. And given the Spurs' lapses against smaller guards over the years, and especially against Brunson, is capable of beating you by himself.
Yeah.
I saw a debate, and is Jalen Brunson the best current American basketball player?
No.
American.
No.
Who?
Anthony Edwards is better than him.
Is he?
Yes.
I don't know.
Man, we are so caught up in it.
No, look at what over 3 years. I'm not just talking about right now.
One-way player to be.
Is he the? Well, there is that, and I will grant you that side. But offensively, no one over 3 years has stopped him. No one. And so I can talk about a bunch of stuff, but the fact is, I know he, like Steph Curry, can go out and alone beat me. And I don't know, and I have seen a couple of times the Spurs get beaten by one dude. And it's normally a little guard like Steph Curry. We saw a game in the last year, I forget another one. A little guard just ripped us apart. So there is that little twinge of, oh no, can we do this finally? Because we haven't in the past. But that's my only worry. Man for man, I think there's some interesting matchups. I'm really curious how Anunoby is going to be utilized. Does Mike Brown make the right decision there and put him on the right dude? Can Mikal Bridges find that corner jumper? It's a little scary if he does. There's a lot of ifs there, but there's enough ifs to where there's a reason to be a little concerned. But again, I think the Spurs have enough motivation because the Knicks have beaten them, and they have lost a couple of years to them on the road. Remember they beat us like Christmas a couple of years ago?
Yeah.
So there's some –
But none of these guys were there.
Well, Wemby was.
Well, Wemby wasn't playing.
Oh, he did. He played in that game.
Okay.
There's that Christmas Day game, and he had a decent game, but they beat us.
You really believe that Jalen Brunson's the best American?
I think there's an argument to be had, especially when you look at over the last 3 years. No, he's not the best American. I put other guys. But when you look at a sum total of 3 years of output against every team in the league, against varied defenses in 4-game series, he continues to perform.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of dudes in the country that can say that. Now, are there flaws? Yeah, defensively, he's trouble. He's going to be the defensive strategy by the Knicks is going to be interesting to watch because whoever he is on is going to be the guy that gets the ball first.
Well, the other thing is who's going to be on him. I assume there's going to be a lot of Steph Castle on him, and
I hope
Steph Castle is bigger, stronger, and faster than Jalen Brunson.
Yes, and I think we could say that 80% of the time, and yet 3 years in a row, Jalen has continued to be successful against whatever has been thrown at him. So, yeah, I agree. And I don't know how you decide. Are you going to jump him up the top like you did with Shea? Are you going to just go alone and hope man-to-man you can stay in front of him and Wemby is enough of a threat to keep him out of the paint? Are you going to do that? Are we going to jump double screens? Are we going to fall with him? I mean, there's a lot of little things that's going to be interesting to see how we attack and see how, in reaction, New York uses him. Because if you cut the head off the snake, that is a dead snake.
I feel, honestly, and this is why I think so confidently that the Spurs are going to win, I think the best player or the biggest problem for the Spurs in this series, like the guy that they're going to have the hardest time guarding is Karl Anthony Towns. Like, that type of player is the type of player that the Spurs don't really have an answer for.
No, they're going to have to throw some different size dudes at him.
Yeah, and whoever's on him, it's going to be a mismatch. Like, they're going to put – I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if it's – imagine if it's Champagny on him, it's going to be a mismatch. Is it going to be – it may have to be some Castle on him. But even that's a little bit of a mismatch. He is a matchup problem. I look at Jalen Brunson, and I get it. The past 3 years, he's done things that he shouldn't have been able to do. But I look at him and I'm like, he should not be able to succeed against this defensive team. He should not be able to.
I agree.
I look at Karl Anthony Towns and go, okay, that guy, if his shot falls, he could have some success. I don't worry about the rest of these guys, quite frankly.
Well, no, but we do look at a team that up until now the others have been shockingly good. We're talking about dudes that are hitting at 80% 3-point from the three line. Shamet is hitting ridiculous numbers. Guys that you keep wondering, are they going to come back to earth? And when I look at what championship teams are, especially teams that aren't led by a superstar but a variety of really good players like New York, it's always the others when they win championships. Yeah. So you go, well, how'd they do it? It was that guy. While these guys were okay, that guy went nuts. So there's enough question to where you go, I can see a path to a Knicks 7-game series. I can see a path. I think it's so difficult to say how they're going to win 2 here because we'll get one up there. We will. Might get 2. But I think that there's enough path where you go, I can see the possibility. But when you go line for line, and we were talking about the finals about 4 years ago, and James Pledger and I were going back and forth, and we started talking about the Celtics. And the Celtics were going, I guess they lost to the Warriors? I think it might have been.
It would have had to have been, yeah.
We kept thinking, well, if the Celtics do this.
Oh, they lost to the Nuggets, didn't they?
Was it the Nuggets? Yeah. If the Celtics do this, and this, they'll beat the Nuggets. But then you start adding up the thises that you have to have happen. There's too many thises. There's too many things that have to go right. You might get 2 of those right. You might even get 3 of them, but you're never going to get all 5.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between the Spurs, who can come at you a lot of different ways and beat you fast, relatively okay in a slow down. In a half-court game, there are going to be some problems. So if the New York Knicks can find a way to slow the game down and go half-court and utilize their size and all that, then the Spurs could be in trouble. So there's just enough there to go, maybe. I just don't see it, though. There's too many thises that have to happen for them.
Yeah, you were right. It was the Warriors because that was Ime Udoka's last year in Boston.
And it was just you're counting down. You go, well, they could if they do this, and if they do that, and if they do this, and if they do that, well, then they got a chance. Well, at some point, all those can't happen at once.
No, I agree. Yeah. But like I said, if I were trying to draw up a way that I would be concerned about the Spurs, it's that there's an emotional letdown because it feels like they just won the Super Bowl. And like I said, like when I saw Wemby crying on the court, like that is, and again, he's clearly not a normal person, but a 22-year-old who's crying when they just won the semifinal, or I know it's the conference finals, but the semifinals of the whole tournament. You go, uh-oh. I always say this in baseball. I hate in baseball. This is my biggest pet peeve. You win the wild card round and you've got a champagne party in the locker room. It's like, dude, you haven't done anything.
Well, yeah. Some of those are like, this is the best we could have hoped for. Some of them are like, why are you celebrating? I think I'll give Wemby a pass because this is the furthest he's ever gone.
But that worries me.
Yeah, you're right. But even if he hadn't cried, I'd still be equally worried. You've never been this far. And even if you looked at me like the Shaolin monk did before the game, and you still had that same look, I'd still go, yeah, that was pretty impressive. You still haven't been to the finals. So I still will do that. I will say, I've coached some kids that were criers. There's some kids that their emotions just come out through their eyes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's him. I don't know.
I don't have a problem with crying in general in sports. It's not like a big deal to me.
I know you're mad at the celebration, and I don't know how to take those tears, because sometimes I see tears of anger, sometimes I see tears of pride, I see tears of accomplishment, I see tears of surprise. I don't know what kind of tears those were. I think it was, and he summed it up at the end. Dude, it hurts so bad to win, it's like dying if I don't. And I think that was where those tears came from. And when he said that, I was like, there's 5 people in the world that I truly believe that when they say it. He's not one of them yet, but he very well could be.
And this is where I'm so thankful that Harrison Barnes is on this team still, because he is the one guy who can say, hey,
chill,
we got a long way to go, and actually knows what he's talking about. I should give Luke Cornett a little bit of credit too.
Well, he's been there
once. But Harrison Barnes to me is like the guy who everybody in that locker room can look at and say he knows what it takes to be a champion, and he's probably also thought that they conquered the beast, and whoa, slow down, and gone from there.
Overcome that. To get there, you got to do a couple of things to start the game.
Yes,
you got to set the table, and to get over all the anxiety, there are 3 things they got to do the moment they tie their shoes. You just got to get it going. It's a playoff remedy that is as old as time.
Are you going to tell us what those are next?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, we'll talk about something else next then. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Still working that one accident. The right lane is blocked right now. This is going to be I-35 southbound at Judson Road, about a 5-minute delay in the area. Stop and go traffic now back from Loop 1604. We have a stall blocking the exit ramp. This is going to be I-35 northbound, the off-ramp to Loop 410 right there. Let's talk road construction. We have a closure due to that. I-35 northbound between Eisenhower and Walsham Road. About a 7-minute delay right there. Stop traffic now back from 410 south cutoff. And then let's see. We have a stall blocking the right shoulder. I-10 eastbound of Cincinnati Avenue. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. eBay is home to millions of finds, and each one becomes part of your story. From your favorite vintage band tee to the dream car you've been searching for or the foul ball you heroically gave away. It's all there on eBay. eBay. Things people love.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 and Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. 100% of them can get their T levels back. Synergenics tailors their TRT to make sure levels are where they need to be. They even take insurance. Head to Synergenics.com to book your free testosterone test today.
George gets justice. It's you versus them. The driver who changed your life. The insurance company dodging your calls. They want to give you up. At George Salinas Injury Lawyers, they take on insurance giants and they fight to win. No upfront costs, no games, just the fight for results. If you've been injured, it's time to get George. Call George Salinas Injury Lawyers at 210-225-0909 or visit getgeorge.com. George gets justice. GetGeorge.com.
Kohl's lowest prices of the season are here, and suddenly checking the price feels thrilling. Not scary thrilling, the good kind. The, wait, is that right kind? Summer styles, lower. Must-have appliances, lower. Bedding, fluffier and lower. Yep, they're the kind of prices that make you look twice. You know, for the rush. Go ahead and see for yourself at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles, offers end June 7th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
This is Officer Green with the San Antonio Police Department. SAPD is always hiring. Are you interested in a rewarding career that offers great pay, benefits, respect, and a chance to make a difference? Then visit sapdcareers.com if you are looking for a career with opportunities. The SAPD is looking for qualified applicants committed to keeping the Alamo City safe. This is your chance to make a difference. Become one of San Antonio's finest. Visit sapdcareers.com. For eligibility requirements, visit sapdcareers.com.
Injuries happen, and when they do, skip the ER and get to the Ortho Now Injury Clinic by TSAOG Orthopedics and Spine. Ortho Now provides walk-in care for injuries like broken bones, dislocations, sprains, and strains. Conveniently located in the Quarry area with extended hours Monday through Saturday with on-site x-ray casting and bracing, Ortho Now has everything you need to treat your injury, and best of all, no urgent care or emergency room copay. Learn more online at tsaog.com.
This Father's Day, skip the boring gifts and make memories that actually matter at Coplay Cove. Join the Blitz of San Antonio Sports Star live at Coplay Cove for a family-focused Father's Day celebration built for dads, kids, and modern families. Enjoy Dad and Me indoor sports activities, coffee and energy drink tastings, giveaways, raffles, and non-stop family fun. All in a space designed for modern parents to connect, recharge, and enjoy quality time together. Built for families rooted in community. Get your tickets now through the events page at coplaycove.com.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we have finally made it. It is game day, game one of the NBA Finals.
We will get the latest from Jeff McDonald from the San Antonio Express News as he previews the series at 3:35.
The Spurs get it done in game one, Minix.
We'll get you ready. Game night San Antonio, game one edition, brought to you by Vision Source.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix, and you're listening to the home of the Texas Rangers, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
Vamos Spurs! Happy game day. C-Note says, I feel Wemby was crying because he was emotional. I'm pretty sure this was a goal of Wemby's to play for a championship and win one. He can almost touch it now, just complete the mission. He was happy. I don't blame him for being happy. I just worry about the emotional dump of winning a series, a 7-game series like that on top of it against a team that, as great as the Spurs were all year, they were still huge underdogs in that series. And it was like there had to be such a weight lifted off their shoulders. That I always say you can't turn the amp to 11. You know what I mean? Like it's
well, there is one. There is one. I saw it.
So you got to manage your emotions throughout a playoff series and not let it all out at once. And I mean, we feel the same way. If they got past Oklahoma City, it felt like they were winning the title.
And I think
that was the best team they were going to play.
And the sad thing is, if I'm Coach Johnson or any coach, I'm telling my kids that.
Yeah.
But then I got to come back and rearm for the next series. But I tell them, you climb this mountain, it ain't going to ever get any harder than this. You know, you do this. Everything from here on out is gravy until it's time to serve the gravy. And then we're going to say this is something else about this gravy that's going to make it that difficult. So that's why, I build those kids up to the point where when they do win that series, and they do it in the way that they did it, that there are some tears. Like they firmly believe that this was going to be it, and they did it. Now you got to rearm, and it is hard to get back on that elevator. But so how do you do it? So the first thing you do when you're playing at home is before I even start that, I had an old basketball coach when we were talking about scouting new players, freshmen coming in. The best thing about any freshman basketball player I've ever seen is that they became sophomores.
Okay.
They just got older.
Yeah.
And other than that. And I think we can now call this team sophomores. That, we don't have to wait till next year. This is a battle-tested, 1,000-yard stare. These dudes have been in the war. They've been through fights. They've been through concussions. They've been through bad refs. They've been through a lot of stuff. These guys, this level, they're now there. Now they got to climb the next ladder. But right now I'm comfortable with the mindset. So if your mindset is there, you own your home court. And how do you own your own court? You don't give them the damn ball.
Yeah.
You don't have to make every shot. You just don't got to. You got to take the shot. So you got to hold on to the ball. Don't turn the ball over. Don't that
goes without saying almost.
It is. But in this game, you've got a team that's been sitting and practicing and looking at every possible angle, every film of you personally. There's a 5-minute film of every player on the Spurs. What they do, what they don't do, the sets they're in. These guys know what the Spurs do front to back. At least they think they do. So in the first 5 minutes of this game, all this film work is going through their minds. They know where to jump pass lanes. They know exactly your go-to move if you're in this part of the place. They know if you're on this part of the court, the ball is going up. So they know you now.
Yeah.
At least they think they do. So your job is to come out and be a different dude or be exactly what got you here. I'm not sure if the Spurs are to the point where they can attack and say, this is us. They're not there yet. Or I think we just seen a quicker series. Knowing that, don't be hesitant. Don't turn the ball over. You can miss shots. That's okay. Don't give them the ball.
Well, one thing that's going to help with that is it's going to be like taking ankle weights off. The Thunder force more turnovers than anyone in the league.
Yeah,
they are the best defense in the world at turning you over. The last 3 years in a row, the Knicks are a below-average team at creating turnovers. So it is going to feel like the pressure that the Knicks can put on you is nothing compared to what Oklahoma City's been doing.
Do you regulate yourself knowing full well that you can victimize the Knicks probably at 3 positions offensively?
Yeah.
Do you slow it or do? And I don't know the answer to this question. This is one of those Mitch Johnson, let's see what happens. Or do you do what you had to do to beat Oklahoma City and to some extent Minnesota was we need more possessions than them.
Yeah.
So let's press the gas and see what they are made of. Which one do you do? Do you take advantage of the obvious defensive problems that they have against us? Our 3 guards should dominate offensively.
I agree.
mean, all 3 of them should get a lot of buckets in this series. Do you go that route and run your high pick and rolls and do those things that ain't nobody going to guard Wemby on a crash to the paint? They don't got anybody as long as Mitchell's not out there, and even then. So do you go that route or do you just press the gas like we had to do to beat Oklahoma City?
I think you slow it down a little bit. I think you don't need 1 million possessions to beat the Knicks. I think it's just a different team.
I appreciate your point of view. Yeah,
like I said,
I don't know what their answer is going to be.
After you just played the Timberwolves and the Thunder, 2 of the best defensive teams in the league, playing the Knicks is going to feel like going from all Madden down to medium. You know what I mean? It's going to feel different, and I think the Spurs should be able to take advantage of that.
I hope that they are. And that will fall back into, again, what we've consistently said is De'Aaron Fox is the most important Spur. And if they're going to play half court, he and Dillon are going to have to be solid going back to the turnovers. But we'll come back to the point where offensively that is a winning matchup. If I've got De'Aaron and Jalen Brunson's on him, Jalen can't keep up, and De'Aaron can actually get him into the paint.
All right, we're talking a lot of Spurs today. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. It's 2. And then we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Dave Ramsey here. The only water softener I recommend is a quality water softener from Connecticut. It really is the last water softener you'll ever own.
ConnecticutSA.com.
And tell them Dave Ramsey sent you.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting great candidates? Well, they're not hard to find when you go to ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. People who are actively looking for jobs like yours. So it's easy to find the right person fast. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
The largest gun show in San Antonio is at the Shriner Auditorium this weekend. Texas Gun Shows is open this Friday from 4 to 7 p.m., 10 a.m. to 5 Saturday, and then 10 a.m. to 4 Sunday. Texas Gun Shows is at the Shriner Auditorium on 1604 this Friday through Sunday.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinagle here for the Golf Club of Texas. I absolutely love the Golf Club of Texas. They've made so many improvements to the golf course, from brand new cart paths to resodding the greens and fairways. You might think it's a private club, but it's not. It's open to the public 7 days a week. Best rates are always online at golfclubtexas.com. That's golfclubtexas.com. The Golf Club of Texas, you know where it is, right there off Briggs Ranch Road off Highway 90. The Golf Club of Texas is the friendliest golf course in Texas.
You've probably heard all those ads for life insurance. Just a few dollars a day, apply online in minutes, no medical exam. Simple, easy, and cheap, right? Now you're thinking, maybe I should get a quote. Well, smart thinking. Everyone should have life insurance. But here's what they don't tell you. Those few dollars a day rates, they're for young people in perfect health. That's why everyone calls Big Lou the 50 to 60-year-old not-so-perfect candidate. Like you. You take prescription meds, and you're overweight. Winner, winner, fried chicken dinner. Well, Big Lou works with life insurance companies that want people like you, with no surprises after you apply. In fact, if you're a 50-year-old guy with a few health glitches, Lou could probably find you $1 million of term life coverage for about $200 a month. So, yeah, you need life insurance. But unless you're young and healthy, you gotta call Big Lou, because he's like you, older, heavier, and on meds, too. Get a quote right now at 800-444-9336, 800-444-9336, or biglou.com.
I'm Dr. Jason Garrett with Arasti. Whether your pain started yesterday or years ago, we treat the root cause so you can feel real relief fast. No pills, no surgery. Most patients notice improvement in just one visit, and we accept most insurance plans. Stop waiting. Start feeling better. Visit Arasti.com today. That's AIRROSTI.com. Arasti. We fix pain fast.
To find the location nearest you, visit Arasti.com.
My name is Erica, and my son, Kason, is a patient at Shriners Children. My oldest called me and said, Kason got burnt. I said, how bad is it? He wouldn't answer me. Before we could see Kason, the trauma doctor came in and said he needs to go to Shriners.
To survive a burn injury and to return to life unafraid and full of joy and be who you're supposed to be is what we strive to deliver to our patients. His injury was a big injury, and I think a testament to the care that we provide. He's fully functional. He's riding his dirt bike, doing all of the things that you would want him to do. I can't think of another system that has the impact on pediatric patients that Shriners Children's does.
I wouldn't do anything else.
We're just so thankful that Kason is still here, because things can change in the blink of an eye.
Go online right now to loveshriners.org.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Hey! Happy game day. Except to anybody who lives in New York City, you can suck the whole.
There's a few. I've seen a couple of Spurs clubs in New York pop up on the socials. There's a few representing.
Yeah. And anybody in town from New York?
Suck it.
Yeah. We highly recommend the French food here.
No, spend all your money. Come spend your money.
Yeah, but we still hate you. No, actually. There's a lot of people in town, man. I've got buddies from California who work the NBA beat who are in town.
Oh, yeah.
The finals is just such a unique thing. And I was talking about going to the Western Conference Finals games and how much foreign media there was.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even imagine what it's going to be like tonight. It's going to be wild.
And for those that were down yesterday, we didn't get our credentials till later. The way that they handle Media Day has changed. It has really escalated over the last decade since the last time we saw this. So, the environment is now magnified because the NBA is not the same league it was the last time we won a title. This is a much bigger stage even than it was even 12 years ago, 10 years ago.
No doubt. And that's the growth of the game, but also, man, Wemby is that level of a star. And
yeah, he's the reason why this is times X because
him and the fact that it's
New York.
I mean, there really is a perfect storm for the NBA right now. And I said the NBA couldn't lose with Oklahoma City or San Antonio because now you've got either a chance for the first repeat champs in 10 years or you've got New York winning a title. And now it's either you've got New York winning a title or you've got the best young player walking earth about to become full-blown
the ramifications
superstar
are pretty intense. When to take this back to the Emirates Cup, the idea of what that was going to be seemed silly 4 years ago. It just didn't seem like it was worth the time or the effort for something as silly as a half-court or a half-season trophy or whatever we want to call it. But it has now become that thing when we look at how both these teams got here. You go back to, the second step they made was competing for this Emirates Cup, and both of them benefited by the environment. And the Spurs especially playing for something for the very first time and being, 97% successful. Now, they didn't come home with the title, but they did get the environment. And I think the dividends that played that long ago, we're seeing. I mean, by the time they got to the playoffs, they were comfortable enough in the environment where it hasn't affected them yet.
But those Knicks ran through that same NBA Cup, and they won the whole thing.
And look where they are. I mean, both these teams benefited by that. So I think in the future, as we look at what the NBA is becoming, this international brand, this midseason title is turning into exactly what they hoped it would. One of those soccer things that fans will look forward to, and it matters because you know what it means if you're good enough to win it.
This might be a trivia question 15 years from now. When's the one time that the teams that played for the NBA Cup Finals ended up playing for the NBA title?
Well, I get the sense it's going to be approached in a way from here on out that says if we're on the cusp and we think we're good enough, we're all in on this. There's no off nights. There's no extra minutes. There's no load management. We need to go win this because we know what it means to our team to go through that last week of if we win, then we go kind of atmosphere. And I do think it paid a dividend. It'll never matter as much as a playoff win, but it's enough in that part of the year to where you know what you need to build on, till you know what it's like on that game day, till you know the differences between the national game and the national media from a Tuesday night in Milwaukee where, there's nobody paying attention really unless it's your fans.
Yeah.
It matters.
C-Note says the Knicks have cruised through this year's playoffs, Atlanta, Philly, and they gave them no competition. Cavs, who really gave them no competition. You're right, but at the same time, they've cruised, and that's there's something to be said about that. You're right; they haven't played the toughest competition. Although, the Sixers knocked off the Celtics, and we were like, "Wow, maybe the Sixers are pretty good." And then the Knicks made them look awful.
They did, but we also looked at the Celtics and go, "Well, you're minus your best guy, and you got other issues going on, got some injury problems, so of course you collapsed."
But I mean, the Cavs were the best team in the East last year, and this year when they got there to the Eastern Conference Finals, we said, okay, maybe they've finally turned the corner. And the Cavs have as much talent as anybody in the East, and they dominated them.
They did. But
so
do you get the
sense?
sense?
It's easy in hindsight to say, oh, they didn't play anybody, but at the time, we didn't know that. I mean, the Knicks.
No. Feels very Notre Dame-esque.
If the Cavs,
we beat everybody we were supposed to.
If the Cavs would have beat the Knicks in 4 games, we would have said, well, who have the Cavs played? That's just that's the mindset of a team that goes through a Western Conference gauntlet playing the Eastern Conference champs.
On the vice versa, I do remember a time in the West where, the Lakers would have to fight their way to the bitter end.
Yeah.
And the Celtics would just be sitting there waiting.
Yep.
So there is that. I just feel like that will be overcome by youthful exuberance. They just don't know what they don't know.
Yeah. All right. 3 more hours to go today. It's going to be a heavy Spurs day. Anyone who's not aware, Game 1 of the NBA Finals tonight. We'll keep talking this morning out on 94.1.
This is the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. At some point, body pain may creep in and become your reality that day. But Aleve is here to keep you moving. One pill gives you up to 12 hours of body pain relief. So don't let pain hold you back. Try Aleve today. Use as directed.
Pump up the volume.
Business moves fast. Orders roll in, deadlines close in. When you ship with USPS Ground Advantage, you can keep up with confidence. Every package stays in our secure network from dock to door. And with nationwide reach, dependable tracking, and upfront affordable pricing, you get built-in peace of mind. You run the business. We run the routes. Visit USPS.com/groundadvantage to learn more.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ Bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
Where does your generosity to mercy ships go? To a small fishing village in Africa, to the hopes of a boy, to his dreams of playing soccer, to the hands of a surgeon, the long recovery, until one day, the joy of finally being part of the team. Where does your generosity go? Wherever mercy does.
My dad passed away unexpectedly. Of course, it was awful in every way, but we are very grateful that he had life insurance. So even after he was gone, he was still able to provide for us. And that's why I have life insurance for my family. Ethos.com They make it fast and easy to get covered. It's 100% online. You get a quote in seconds, and you can apply in minutes. You get covered the same day.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required. Rates may vary.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good Wednesday morning. Still working that one accident, the right lane. This is going to be I-35 southbound at Judson Road. Stop and go traffic now back from Olympia Parkway. It's a 5-minute delay in the area. Closure due to road construction going on right now. I-35 northbound between Walsham Road and Loop 410. This is going to be a 14-minute delay. Stop traffic now back from Rittiman. And traffic is forced to exit to the frontage road right there. We have a disabled vehicle blocking the right shoulder, Highway 90 westbound and Highway 151. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA, Time Saver Traffic.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, it is a game day ball. The Spurs are just 4 wins away from their 6th NBA title. Wemby's first potential Larry O'Brien trophy starts tonight. Tip at 7:30 at the Frost Bank Center. Games on ABC. Spurs have a clean injury report. Only the Knicks' big man Mitchell Robinson is questionable for tonight's game, having surgery last week on a fractured right fifth metacarpal. He's got a broken finger.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey-o! Good morning, everybody. Woo! That's right. Game day. Let's go, baby. Let's friggin' go.
Seen the ESPNers set up in front of the Alamo?
No.
Oh, they got the NBA Today and the set right in front of the Alamo.
Stephen A. Smith there?
Yesterday it was Danny Green, Kendrick Perkins. It was the NBA Today crew. Wendy.
Okay. All right.
If
I see Stephen A.,
you're a real crumb bum.
You know,
the last
time we were he came in when he was still doing radio. He did his show from here.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to put him in the hot studio.
Vic doesn't like him either.
No.
He was a nice enough guy.
He was nice to me in there. He used my studio.
A man can eat a chicken wing. Man knows his way around a chicken wing.
He annihilated that Popeyes, man. It was.
Vic came in and said, he had Popeyes chicken, and when he was done, there was nothing left but bone. Like, there was nothing left.
Even the biscuit.
Like, took everything. Hey. No crumb, no little, you get into the...
Just the Popeyes wrapper, the wrapper that's underneath the chicken in a little basket.
Yeah.
He hoovered it. He had that folded up, all nice and neat, and then he goes, thank you. And then he did his show for about, an hour, 30 minutes or something? It was when... his show was from 1 to 2.
Yeah, it was. This was, a decade ago when he was still doing radio. They don't have him here this time, I don't think.
No.
But go down and heckle him.
Yeah, please.
Go down and heckle him right in front of the Alamo.
And heckle Knicks fans as well. Just don't no violence.
No violence. However, but just do it all in Spanish.
I gotta read this. We've talked about how there's not been any anything terrible happen down during these celebrations.
Well, we did lose that kid.
Yeah, Joey Rodriguez, R.I.P., he was declared brain dead yesterday, and then they eventually took him off life support last night because he fell out of a truck while celebrating, driving over there down by Military Drive. And I got that alert from Kins 5.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to read up on it, and this was before he had actually died. And I get, and I've really loved the exuberance of Spurs fan in this city in the last couple of weeks. It's been awesome. But sometimes you kind of just got to dial it back a little bit. Someone commented on the story, and there's a lot of comments that are like, prayers, so sorry. I'm going to keep praying for him. I'm praying. Hurts my heart, this young boy. So good looking. So much promise in the world, and he has to die. Spurs winning, maybe by the miracle of God, he'll pull through, but what kind of life will he live? But, there's some things I'm going to keep praying for the family. And then this lady, who I'm sure she means well, Dora is her name, an older lady. Prayer hands. I'm praying for him. I really do hope his family can replay the Spurs game for him. It could be a miracle if he hears it.
Well, you never know. Hey, man.
I don't know.
Imagine you're
He's brain dead.
What are you going to do? Just put it on in the background and maybe he's going to sit up like the Undertaker because he heard the Spurs win Game 7? Oh, my God, we won! No. That's not how it works.
Crazier things have happened.
But, yeah, my wife was like, God, people really, are they really that?
Well, I mean.
Well, when it's yours, you have all the hope in the world.
Yeah, maybe you put an egg and light a candle. You never know.
I guess so.
Craziest things have happened.
I guess so. But, yeah, that was, I was like, well, that's a really weird thing to say to someone who's.
What would you say if we lost?
Kid might die.
Don't play it in front of him. He might die. If we had lost, do you say? For heaven's sakes, don't tell him we lost.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, I guess he wouldn't have been out celebrating if the Spurs had lost.
That's true. He'd already been hurt by the time we won. It was the next game.
In case he says, "Who are you to decide miracles, AJ?" I
yeah,
guess you're right.
You never know, man.
You know what?
You do never know.
You're right.
A little intercessory prayer, a little help. A little something from the others.
Foolish on my part. Foolish on my part. Yeah. Game 1 tonight down at the Frost Center. I'm going to be getting there early. I've got a feeling it's going to be hell trying to park and all that stuff down there.
Oh yeah.
This is
so it's going to be you and Joe.
It looks like Joe is going to go tonight. Although Joe's not going to be there early. Obviously, he's got work to do. But this is first world problems 101. But I get annoyed. The reason why I don't go to 30, 40 Spurs games in the regular season is it's just such a pain in the it's not close to my house. It's tough to park. It's it's a process.
It's not tough to park during the regular games.
That's true.
And they have finally opened up that area.
Yes, they opened up the secondary area, which helps.
Easy in and easy out for me is primary.
Yes. But also, there is no easy out after the game, period, no matter which way you're going.
We're honking, baby.
Yeah, and if you're trying to avoid the honking like I do, it's an issue. But
you're going to have to.
I'm expecting tonight that it's going to be wild.
You're going to have to go experience, at the very least, Commerce. You're going to have to go take a lap. You have to.
I don't think so.
Why? You have to experience it once.
It's going to be too late at night for me.
I'm not saying not military. Well, not every night. There will be weekends.
Yeah.
But if we do win it, you got to have to go hit Commerce just to see it. It's
all right.
It's unlike anything you've seen in a first world country. It feels a lot like there's been a recent political coup. Some kind of third world country because there's fireworks and whatnot going off in the streets. It's like no other place in the world.
I ain't mad at it. I'm excited. This is a fun time to be here for sure. So I want to experience it all. But
is that Corgi from here in town?
I don't.
Is he a local Corgi?
I don't think so.
Or is that a national Corgi?
That's a national Corgi. I'm pretty sure.
Well, you're fond of corgis.
Yeah,
corgis are good dogs.
I've had 3 of them.
No, he's not.
I've had 3 of them. This is the first one who I didn't like.
So corgis, this is evidently a really talented and intelligent corgi.
You got to bring your wife's corgi in, man.
If I threw a ball at him, it would just be like.
Well, that's what this dog's doing.
He wouldn't be able to hit it back. It would just hit him, and then he'd be sad.
So this corgi, I thought the corgi was from here.
He might be. I don't know.
Brigade Bar is the.
But he picks all the games.
Well, I saw he did the Knights stuff too.
He picked them right so far.
I know.
So if he's from here,
he's from Houston.
Oh, he's Houston corgi.
Okay.
So explains the weird tat. Explains the tat. The Astros tat.
When that coyote picked him up yesterday, he was like, "What the?"
What is this? So that was that corgi that he's here in town. Are we going to sit him next to the Salesians?
Yeah, I would guess so. He's going to sit on the lap of one of those nuns.
Basketball playing sisters.
That's right.
There's a movie in there. I don't know how, but there's a movie there.
They got handles.
They do. Have you seen the video?
Yeah, they got handles.
I wouldn't take on those sisters. They got handles. They can play.
Yeah, dude. That gives me an idea. I might take my corgi to the game tonight.
You might get in like Spurs Jesus. Like
Put a tip jar around his neck and just walk around with him, and everybody will think, oh, that's the one. They all look the same. That's the one.
Now you're gonna have to get some kind of service dog paperwork to get him in.
No, not.
You put that dog's small enough for a backpack.
Also, that's Air Corgi. What are you talking? And my wife has my wife has a thing that she can carry him in.
There you go. So
it's like a baby Bjorn for the corgis.
It's gonna shock the hell out of the makeshift TSA types that X-ray your bags when you go in.
Yeah, I'll just walk in with him.
Dog.
I'll just walk in with him on my chest, and
you got to put the thing through the metal detector. They won't let you just walk through the metal unless
Rob,
you.
This is Air Corgi. He's like he's got the key to the city now.
So you're going to portray that this is.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say this is the Corgi.
Well, then what if they say, well, he's already here?
Well, that's why I got to get there early. That's why I got to get there early.
We have a false Corgi on premises. That's right.
Imagine they arrest my dog, take him to the pound, like fraud.
And your wife's got to get him out.
He's not going to make bail.
Better make sure he goes to a no-kill shelter. He might be in the wrong place.
Somebody said, let me see, Gibbs, I'm quitting work early today. My last day's Friday. I got to get to the game early, though. So he's quitting work to go watch the Spurs game.
Absenteeism.
Good for you, man.
It's called presenteeism.
That's right.
After about 2 o'clock, this city's just going to vibrate out of control.
Man.
You can feel it yesterday, the downtown. Everybody's just ready for this thing to pop off, and it's gonna.
Yep.
It's gonna.
It is an exciting time for sure. I mean, I haven't experienced this as a media member with the NBA. Like when the Astros were in the World Series, I got it, and it was, again, Houston is not as it is for a city of its size. There's so many people who live in Houston that aren't from Houston,
right?
That it's like. Mm-hmm. It never gets to the fever pitch that we've got here right now. Like I'm not saying Houston's a bad sports town. It's not, but it's certainly not a great sports town.
And the crazy thing is, the Astros are truly the unifying force in Houston.
They really are,
and even they have trouble pulling everything.
Yeah, but like when I was too young to really appreciate the Rockets titles. Like I was my son's age. I was 14 years old when they won their first title, or I guess I was 13. But this is different, man. Like just the buzz around town is the energy that you guys have here. It is. The
irony of
something
this
I haven't experienced.
As we talk about the type of crowd or type of fan that San Antonio is. I forget the national pundit that said this, and I wish I could give him credit. He goes, watching Oklahoma City, their fans are college fans that have adopted a pro team. But they look at them like they're college kids. Like their guys can do no wrong. Like no matter what, they're better. And anything that is said negatively about them, even if it's true, you can't accept it because you're a college kid. You're a Domer. You're a Bama. And no matter what, we are what we are. And San Antonio, for some reason, is very much like that. But we're not college fans either. We're different. Because college fans, like if you're a fan of Texas, you know the ins and outs of the program, ins and outs. I think we just have a lot of fans in San Antonio that love this team, whether they watched them or not.
They love the laundry of the team. They love the idea of the Spurs.
Absolute adoration. It is, but it's not like collegiate blind absolute love. It's a little bit different.
I guarantee you there's people running up and down Military honking their horns that can't name a player besides Wemby.
Yeah, that just know a few.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter, man. The fact that everybody's doing it.
No. There's nothing wrong with it. But Oklahoma City fan can tell you the 13th guy on the bench and how many shots he took.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So they're very different types of fandom. With us, it is just absolute adoration. You're one of us. We love you. We're going to go out and celebrate with you and for you.
Yeah, I don't know who you are, but you're wearing black. You're our guy.
You're one of our dudes, man. You chose us.
Yep, I like that. Ricardo says, can I be your equipment handler, AJ, to get the game there too? Vamos, escuelas, vamos.
Oh, they only have 2 tickets.
Escuelas. And we only half of us are able to go per game, man. We're lucky to get that. We're sitting right next to the Libyan consulate.
And Ricardo, if I have an equipment handler, it ain't gonna be a dude named Ricardo. No. I can tell you that.
I can admit that I got my brother-in-law in to the last game the Spurs played against the Sonics in 2005 when we shut that place down.
Okay.
and we snuck him in as our producer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we talked our way through.
Wow.
It was a different time.
Oh, yeah.
Way different time.
Now,
Yeah.
like, dude, we've got pictures on our credentials. They face match you and scan you in, and like
they get your thumbprint.
They tell you do not post on social media. Do not post a picture of your credential.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Because of the barcode and stuff on it. People can
duplicate
scan it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're making sure there's no stragglers. They don't want Vic Brown types in there.
I hope that
they don't want me in there.
I hope they have
right.
good swag this year.
I want all the Mr. Pigs.
I know that's all you care
It
about.
is. I'm through and through.
And you missed the media party yesterday, which is probably where they gave out the gear.
So they better have some leftovers. That's all I'm after here. I'm in radio. Swag is what matters.
I know that's what you care about. I'm guessing that now I'm
an extra large.
I'm going to game one. I'm guessing there's going to be a shirt on the back
There
of my
is.
chair.
They're Fiesta colored again.
Okay.
They're going back to that theme. So
Okay.
I saw them being put out yesterday.
All right. I wonder what color I'll get.
They're pink, purple, blue, pink, yellow, blue. Right.
Ooh, get a pink one.
Pink on.
Well, I've got a pink and a blue.
On Wednesdays we wear pink.
Yes.
But I think they do. I think they do make a concerted effort that if you did wear purple or pink last time, that there's a different color shirt this time. So
Really?
they do-
Okay. So they try to rotate it.
Yeah. So I do think they've taken it one notch over.
So you think I'll get the yellow shirt this time?
I don't know where, because again, it might rotate yet again. It might have rotated twice. They didn't have shirts the last game.
I don't look good in yellow. Pink and
No
blue.
one looks good in yellow.
I know pink or blue. Well, the black guys look good in yellow.
Yeah.
I don't know. You've seen those guys?
Yeah, you're too white for yellow.
Yeah, black guys look good in yellow.
No, all I can think of is if you wear yellow pants in any sport, I hate you.
Yeah.
There's no yellow pants wearing team anywhere in the world that
Not
I
even in
appreciate.
golf.
Nothing.
Don't
Wearing
wear
yellow pants, you got a problem.
But you can wear like
like
black
Rodney Dangerfield.
black dudes can wear yellow shoes and it looks kind of cool. If a white dude wears yellow shoes, you look like Big Bird. Like you look absurd.
I make them look good.
No, you don't. I promise you.
I'll
I
rock
promise
some
you.
canary yellow kicks.
No,
baby.
no,
Yeah.
You do that, and then
Like a flash.
when you get out of here, people are like, "Oh, "Did you see that white dude?"
I know.
See that crossover that brother had?
Doesn't work.
Slow motion.
Look at Larry Bird over
Larry
there.
Nerd.
I didn't know a guy could jump like that. Had no idea. Got to be the shoes, man.
Larry Nerd. All right, we'll be right back. Morning Huddle 94.1.
You know, Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor. I'm so proud to say that, and that hasn't always been the case. He won me over. See, when I first met Dr. Torres, it's been 10, 12 years ago, I met him because I had heard he had great success with people like me helping them lose weight. That for those that had tried and failed and just didn't know how to get through it. And by that point, I was under orders from a doctor. You need to lose some weight. I was weighing nearly 300 pounds. I went and talked to him, and he just said, little things I've done a lot turn into big things. And he talked me into trying one thing. Next thing I know, I'm on a program that I still am on today. This has nothing to do with GLP-1s, no semaglutides. This has everything to do with me and changing my relationship with food. Down 75, 80 pounds, actually 86 pounds to be exact, as we sit today. At my nearly 300-pound rate, that's been 8 years ago. This is a thing that I'm going to live with for the rest of my life, and I couldn't be more grateful. I'm not on any medications. I'm 60 years old. I don't take anything to stay healthy. I learned my relationship with food, and I've lived a healthier life. I want that for you. If it's time for you to lose weight, you can lose it a lot of different ways. Keeping it off is the key, and if you're not on a program you can live with, you're not going to do it. Call Dr. Torres today. He's going to change your life. The number is 210-468-1891. His website is iffhealth.com. It's a great resource. Listen, if it's time, you know it is. Call the doc today. He's going to change your life. Then you can come and buy. Thank me later.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we have finally made it. It is game day, game one of the NBA Finals.
We will get the latest from Jeff McDonald from the San Antonio Express News as he previews the series at 3:35.
The Spurs get it done in game one, Minix.
We'll get you ready. Game night San Antonio, game one edition, brought to you by Vision Source.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, it is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit WindowNation.com to book that consultation.
Buyers Barricades is proud to provide traffic control, rental, and sales for work zones and events in the San Antonio area and beyond. Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. Learn more online at buyersbarricades.com. That's buyersbarricades.com.
Soccer's biggest event in the world is here, and Twin Peaks has the best seats in the house for your favorite matchups, paired with daily goal-worthy specials. With 4-area Twin Peaks location, Twin Peaks is your home for the world's biggest soccer event. Eats, drinks, and scenic views.
You're listening to The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Y'all ready for this? We're ready for this. Hell yeah, we are. Hell yeah, we are.
It's dis.
Dis.
Y'all ready for dis?
Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Freeze when I squeeze.
You know, back in '99, when we were running through our first title, there was an ad, a promotional campaign that News 4 ran.
Uh-huh.
Back then, I think they were KMOL, now WOAI. And the guy behind it was a guy named Greg Durkowski. And there were these brilliant little vignettes, and this was going on. Remember when Jimmy Fallon would do Memo 2 or Message 2?
Yeah.
And Durkowski and 4 came up with a series of these during that time. And a couple of them have popped up on my social media, and I damn near started crying. It put me back in that moment. It put me back when, you know, we had never done this, and we really didn't believe we even deserved to be here, though we did. You know, Tim had failed the year before after this was, you know, he had gone and, like most teams do, don't make it far enough. We had come off a strike-shortened year where it seemed like a sprint to get to the finals. It was a fast-paced year. And it just seemed to happen so fast that we didn't get a real chance to take a breath and realize, my God, we just did something amazing till we did it.
Yeah.
And this year, it's so different because we have half the fandom who felt like I did in '99. Like, my God, I'd never been through anything like this, and everything just is new and crazy. But then you've got this contingent of people who never thought realistically that we'd get to do this again.
Yeah.
So I think the level of excitement is even bigger than in '99 because half of us know how good it feels. You know, that first time, that first hit of the drug that is a championship. We know that can linger for years, and we get another bump. We get another hit of this, and then we watch these kids that are going out and just going bananas and want to tell them, you know, it actually gets better. You know, this has been fun. It gets better if we do this right.
I'm so jealous of that because I think of it as a Bills fan, and there's a lot of Bills fans who the Bills have become a lot more of a popular team to people who have no association with the Bills. Like they've become sort of a lovable loser type team in recent years. I think the Bills Mafia, and I think Josh Allen's a likable character, but a lot of new Bills fans are like, oh, it's so painful. We keep coming so close, and I'm like, you don't know pain.
Yes.
Like you're 24 years old. You don't know what the pain of a Buffalo Bills fan is yet. Like it's coming, Bubba. Like you'll if you think this is the pain, you hadn't seen nothing yet. Like so to be on the other side of it, where it's like, oh, just wait until you get to the next level.
When you think this has been fun.
I'm so jealous.
Wait till you're done and you are on top of the mountain looking down on everybody.
Well,
It's like nothing I've ever felt before or since. I can't wait, when and if we do this, to go celebrate the same way I did back in '99. I went to a place to have breakfast, and I want to reserve a table for that morning.
Yeah.
After we win it, because I never thought I'd be here again.
Dude, it's certainly an exciting time, man. So I've caught the fever.
Ooh, boy.
You know, I'm actually a little disappointed that, like, one of the downsides, and I know somebody was like, hey, you get to go to the game for free, AJ, quit your bitching. I get it.
Truth.
I get it. But also one of the things that's been cool for me is watching the games with my sons.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be able to do that tonight, which is a little unfortunate.
It truly is. Most of the biggest sporting events in our city's history, I was not with my kids.
Yeah, and like through the Western Conference Finals, I went to 2 games of the Western Conference Finals, but the other games, the other 5 games, I sat there with my boys and watched it, and it was very cool experience. So, it's funny to see, like you said, people who normally aren't, you know, everyday Spurs fans. Once the playoffs come around, everybody here becomes a Spurs fan.
It is a water cooler conversation. I would hazard to say that the crime is down. You know, I would hazard to say that over the last. Now you'll have different kinds of crime, but these are fun criminals now. You know what I mean? It's not fun crime, but it's not. I do think that we're in a much better mood right now.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, I got to tell you guys about the San Antonio Gunslingers. All right, listen up, man. Obviously, I tell you about the Gunslingers all the time. And next home game, by the way, June 13th, the New Mexico Chupacabras are coming into town, and they're going to try and give the Gunslingers some hell. But we all know that the Chupacabras stand no chance against the Gunslingers. But before then, this Saturday, if you the Gunslingers are on the road, they're at the Jacksonville Sharks. But if you've got a child or a teen, you need to listen up. The Gunslingers, they're looking for 6 shooters cheerleaders. Saturday from 9 to 1, they've got a kids camp and a teen clinic. There's going to be dance, games, crafts, confidence builder, and performance training with the 6 shooters cheerleaders. It's a really cool experience. Everybody who goes get a custom camp shirt, pom-poms, 2 tickets to the June 13th game against the Chupacabras, and the chance to perform at halftime. So if you're the parent of a dancer, cheerleader, or a young performer who's ready to shine, get registered. Go to sagunslingers.com. If you haven't been to the games, you're going to love it. Get down to the Freeman. It is fast-paced. It is high-flying. It is great action, and you are right on top of it. And it's family-friendly, man. Take the whole family there. It's an affordable day watching some football. Check them all out, sagunslingers.com. You can find info about that camp and get tickets for that game coming up June 13th against the Chupacabras. sagunslingers.com.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. Still working that one accident. This is going to be 35 southbound at Judson Road. About an 8-minute delay in the area. By the way, the right lane's blocked. Stop and go traffic now back from Olympia Parkway. And we do have a stall right shoulder block. This is going to be I-10 eastbound at South Presa Street. Slow traffic now back from I-35. And slow traffic to talk about Highway 90 eastbound between Montgomery and Loop 410. Only about a 3 to 4 minute delay right there. And then finally, a stall did clear out, which is good news. 35 northbound, the on-ramp from Loop 410. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Discover. When you hear a good deal, it's natural to do a double take. That's what you might do when you hear Discover will automatically double all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, low energy, low sex drive, low motivation. 100% of them can get it all back and feel like themselves again at Synergenics, whose providers are experts in hormone health. They work to tailor their TRT plans to make sure levels are where they need to be so every patient can feel great, look great, and live their best lives. They accept most insurance plans. Get your energy, focus, and drive back by booking your free testosterone test at Synergenics.com. That's Synergenics.com.
San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Craft beers, full bar, hard kombucha on tap, a handcrafted food menu, and massive LED screens. Attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit NovoBrew.com. That's NOVOBrew.com.
Progressive knows you think the grass is always greener. Like maybe you ride a motorcycle. But today, it's raining. So you wish you had an RV, but if you did, you'd have to listen to some guy parked next to you at a campsite plays acoustic guitar. Now, before you start wishing you had a boat, remember, your brother-in-law would invite himself every weekend.
Permission to come aboard, Captain?
But one thing that is greener is the money you could save when you bundle your RV, boat, or motorcycle with your home or auto with Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
As a fitness coach, my active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. With Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, I'm treating my skin and joint symptoms so I can keep moving. Skyrizi, a prescription-only injection for adults, helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And for those who have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible. With Skyrizi, there's no daily dosing. It's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
Ever tried answering emails with kids running through the house? Coldplay Cove is the better way to work and parent. A modern family space where you can grab coffee, work, recharge, and connect while your child safely learns and plays nearby. Built for families, rooted in community. Learn more at coldplaycove.com.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, another big deal, this time via extension, as the Atlanta Falcons and wide receiver Drake London agreed to a 4-year, $141 million extension, $100 million of that guaranteed. And finally, in the NHL, the Golden Knights reigned supreme in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, winning 5-4, scoring 2 goals in the third to take the first game on the road. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
This is Jason Minix. You're listening to 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Woo!
There we go. Whoppa! Go Spurs, go!
Hope them pinching Spurs go get some
That's
tonight.
right. Pinch them, baby. Pinch them. The Drew Show. Basketball gods, Grace the Spurs and Spurs Nation today. Let us move as smoothly forward as Hoffman's dulcet tones project forth on 94.1 to heaven.
Good God, is this guy kissing your ass?
He loves this. It's the Drew Show.
Jesus Christ.
He's aware that I'm a championship bringer, Rob. Everywhere I work, there's titles coming.
Yeah.
I mean,
the dulcet tones?
Well,
dude, that is one thing that does not apply. There's a lot of stuff that does. That doesn't.
Now, Rob.
I love you, brother.
Right now,
I love you,
I'm
brother.
sounding a lot smoother than you these days.
That's like being the tallest midget in the room, man. That's not saying much.
Yeah, my radio voice is. I don't have much competition.
I'm
these
headed
days
toward
here.
the Wolfman Jack era of my career.
That's right.
More ways than one, evidently.
But yeah, so hopefully you're right, Drew. Hopefully hopefully we've got a.
The basketball gods are real. They are truly a deity. Do not anger the gods.
The Ayatollah of Crapola says, I'm rocking my Sohan Statement Edition jersey for Game 1.
Kind of a negative voodoo kind of thing.
He said, Jeremy was one of the faces of our team rebuild, and he did everything he could to help the Spurs win over the past 4 seasons. Yeah, but he's on the Knicks now. I don't know.
He's our George Hill. This year's George Hill. We love you, brother, but you had to go.
Yeah. Well, the Drew Show says Hoffman's powers are proven and lasting. Golden Knights upset Carolina last night. That's true. But it's no matter what you see on ESPN, the Spurs winning would not be an upset. Believe it or not, they are actually the favorites.
What is
in this
Vegas
one.
telling us?
I want to say -4.5 was the last I saw, and in the series, the
5.5.
The Spurs are -205 favorites to win the series. 4.5 is still the line.
Still at
this
4.5?
morning. Yep. Total 218.5. But yeah, to win the series, it's down to -185. So
some late money coming in from New York.
Pay up, New Yorkers. Get your money in. Let me give me a little discount here. I still like I think that the spread on this thing is going to be that's the thing to look at in my opinion. I think the Spurs win in 5. I don't.
I'm a realistic Sixer. I think it'll go 6 just because it's the finals. But I do like the consistency of the first quarter bet. I don't think you shy away from that ever. I mean, especially tonight. I think you go.
It's a ATM.
Yes. So first quarter win. You like the numbers. Wemby's early first quarter points. Normally he's gonna cover that because he's gonna stay in as long as required, as long as he can. It's not a minutes restriction in that first quarter.
I think I'm going to go with you on that bet. Even if it is 6, Spurs -1.5 games, which a 4-2 series win would be -1.5 games, is +130.
See, that's
like
it just seems. What are people seeing that I'm not? Every time I hear another pundit start talking about the Knicks and all, what exactly? Show it to me again.
What they are seeing is what I try to warn. If you're a sports bettor, this is what I always try to warn people against. Don't be caught up in a moment, and don't take a short-term sample and assume that that's the truth. And the Knicks over the course of these playoffs, which is still at the end of the day a short sample. They've played 14 games in the playoffs. I'm not going to value those 14 games more than the 82 that I saw in the regular season. The Knicks have looked dominant for 14 games. In the 82 games that they had to play, when they had to throw in some Western Conference teams, they had to play the Celtics.
Not so much.
It was a different story.
And
they were a good team, but not a juggernaut. Now, I think that this is where there's a little bit of the Knicks are being overpriced a little bit.
I think there's
because of the moment.
Well, I think the Notre Dame comparison to me applies here because there is the fact that if you are going to win games, if you are going to play a lesser schedule, you better wax the teams you play, and they have. But the negative to that is, when was the last time that the Knicks were in a fourth quarter that mattered? When was the last time?
The Atlanta series.
Against Atlanta.
Yeah.
Against a barely 500 team. So the last time they were.
No. The Sixers game that the Sixers completely choked away, like that they had a 20-point lead and they lost by 6.
They've had one quarter.
They've had one game in the last 8
against a team
that was a competitive game.
So there is something of, I don't care how much you practice.
Sorry, that wasn't the Sixers. That was the Cavs. Remember like when I said they took the Cavs' souls? That was that game.
Right in the
game
the first,
2, I think.
Yeah, in the Garden. That is just enough to make you think you can do it, but that's not enough to prove to yourself that you can.
I'm not buying into him, man. I'm not going to let the short-term, man, the Knicks look dominant. I'm not going to let that override what I've seen all season. I saw the Spurs all season long be great. I saw them just beat the best team in the league, what was perceived as the best team in the league. You can't convince me they're not real. You know what I mean? There's a world where I can look at the Knicks and go, this isn't real. And I can't look at the Spurs and say that because I've just seen them go up against what I thought, and I think most people thought was the best team in the world.
By the numbers we were talking about it, either team would be favored over the Knicks.
Oh,
either
for
one.
Sure. For sure.
And I'm not even sure if they were playing Minnesota what the number would look like. I really don't. I think it would be
the Nuggets, there's a lot of Western Conference teams that would be favored over the Knicks.
So I look at this and again go, what are you guys seeing that I'm not? And I don't think there is anything that they're seeing that I'm not. So I think a lot of that is for the Spurs too. What are you telling me that I'm not seeing? Because I'm watching film. I see, these guys are hitting threes from everywhere, but most of those threes, guess what, are wide open. Yeah. Most of the threes they're taking, those are wide open threes against bad basketball teams. So they're not going to get that against me. Now you might make them, but it's not going to be nearly as easy.
Yeah, I can see why Knicks fans are excited because it's hard to when you're watching your team, it's hard not to feel like, hey, we're blowing everybody out. We're that good, but I don't. I mean, I say I don't get the national hype, but the fact is, most of the national media types are Knicks fans in their hearts. Like that's just.
And it's a good storyline. I mean,
it
it's been 50
is,
years.
man.
So I get the storyline. And of all the Knicks teams of all time, this is probably the most likable one since '73. I mean, there's not a real jerk on this roster. There's not a what's his name, Charles Oakley. There's not an Oakley, some goon walking around on this roster. We got a kid from San Antonio on the team. We got two of them with Sohan and Jordan Clarkson. So it feels like a very amenable kind of thing. We don't hate each other, but at the same time, again, man for man, talent for talent. Let's line up our 15 versus yours. It's not close.
It's really not.
They get points for age and experience and things like that, but man for man, size for size. And they're not a coach or GM in the world that would take the Knicks over the Spurs.
I don't think so.
Blindly. Either. I'll take that team. I don't know what they're capable of, but I know what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to hear some sound from Mitch Johnson and the man himself, Victor Wembanyama. I've also got a couple clips from Sean Elliott, who joined the Blitz yesterday. We'll play some of that. In case you missed it. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
San Antonio, step back. You got a drinking problem. And it's not the kind you might think. Go ahead and enjoy that light beer and that sweet tea. It's made from some fine water down here, but I'll tell you, that water that makes that good drink carries some stuff with it. That flavor you're getting, you might appreciate it, but if there's anything left in your pipes, you're going to pay for it eventually. That's why I've had a Connecticut water softener in every home I've ever owned here in San Antonio, because I know what it does for me. I don't have to deal with the worry of my dishwasher going out because it's clogged up. My ice is in good shape. I don't have to worry about my whites turning slowly gray, and I don't have to worry about anything in my pipes that I have to call a guy in rubber boots to come fix. That's why you invest in the very best. And right now, to get a Connecticut drinking system is one thing. The gift is an entirely different. You know, if you buy today, you're going to get a reverse osmosis drinking station free of charge. I had to pay for this thing, and it changed the way we live at the Thompson Casa because I don't need to buy water bottles anymore. No more of those. I get them right out of the tap right there at the kitchen sink, clean, fresh, ready to go water all the time, and I live on a well. It matters. Call them today. The number's 656-PURE. Their address is ConnecticutSA.com. Go there for all the details. Listen, it is time to go get the very best. Call Connecticut. Get the best. Come on by. Thank me later.
Let's be honest. Watching the Rangers is better when you got something on the line. On Rangers game days, call your shot with the Morning Huddles. Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Play ball! Pick the Ranger you think will send one into the seats. He hits one, you're going to a Rangers game. He hits two. Now you've just been upgraded. Tickets and a hotel stay. That's what we call getting paid. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Make your pick and win with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Thomas J. Henry Law fights even when the insurance company says your claim is worth nothing. Thomas J. Henry doesn't back down. That's how we put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just the last 4 years. Visit thomasjhenrylaw.com. Principal Office, San Antonio.
Hi there, I'm John O'Hurley. You know, our pets are beloved family members. But sadly, though, there are so many dogs that get euthanized every day due to the lack of funding. To give them a chance at adoption, I invite you to support Puppy Food Bank. Thanks to generous donors like you, all of the food sent to pet shelters from Puppy Food Bank never comes with a bill. So please go to puppyfoodbank.org and make a generous, caring $15 donation every month. Your donation will absolutely save pet lives.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ-Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ-Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar Sampler Pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season. I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text SPARK to 215-215 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text SPARK to 215-215. That's SPARK to 215-215.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
They had me till the voice box. They had me. I was in. So we went with a Roger Troutman voice box. That lost me. That lost me. I was all in, too.
Hey, did you see? So Jeremy Sohan has played 22 minutes.
Entirely, right?
In the entirety of these playoffs. Right. But he could be a key guy in this series because he knows some things. And first of all, like it's not. I doubt they're going to do a lot of Jeremy. I doubt he's going to play a lot of minutes. I guarantee he plays more than 22 minutes in this series.
If he does, the Spurs are doing something right.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, if Sohan's in, because the reason he's not here is when you play Jeremy Sohan, you're playing 4-on-5 offensively. That he is incapable of hitting a three-point shot. Like, it ain't there, and it gets worse the closer he gets. So,
but when you've got guys on the floor who are,
I agree that there's a reason why he's on the roster, but there's also a reason why he's not here.
Now, the guys who are, you can correct me if I'm wrong, assuming that Mitchell Robinson is not. I don't think he's going to play tonight.
He's game time, but
let's just say he doesn't.
Yeah, I'd be shocked.
My guess is the Knicks have two. They've got two great defenders on their team, OG Anunoby and Josh Hart.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them are very accustomed to going against bigger players. I assume that those two guys will see most of the defense on Wemby. And
Hart will probably be on the next best offensive guy, whoever that might be.
Okay. But I don't think they'll be afraid to put Hart on.
No,
on
I'm just saying
either.
if it's me, I got Hart on my edge. Whoever the hot guard
Probably
is,
on Fox.
on Fox could be Harper, could be Castle.
But Josh Hart can cover anybody. Well, he can attempt to cover anybody on this. They're comfortable with him 1 through 5 defending.
Yeah, and I think that Anunoby is going to get Wemby early, and I do think that they're going to be a lot of help down low. They're going to front him, and they're going to make him throw over the top. They don't have a lot of recourse. There's not a lot of size on this.
No,
on this Knicks
besides Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah,
and Cat, who doesn't play as big as he is.
He's not a post player.
No.
He's a craft. He's better than he used to be in the paint. But his money is made outside in. He hits shots and then gets past you.
Well, and his value is on the offensive end, bringing Wemby out of the paint.
Yeah, he makes shots outside in. So he's going to pull Wemby out, whoever's on him. And then the idea is he's got enough handles and ability to get by you and hit those mid ranges. He's a crafty dude. It's really going to rely on how we double Brunson, which I do believe they're coming, and where we decide to start the defense on Cat. And after that, I think there'll be a lot. I don't think Wemby's going to spend a lot of time on Cat either. I think they're going to let him stay closer in the paint. I think they're going to let him
that's
do
a smart
a lot
move.
of patrolling. So our defensive stopper, whoever that might be, I do think that Carter Bryant's role will maintain, if not grow, because his skill set allows to step out against Cat. And
my God, he 5 minutes in Game 7.
I agree.
They don't trust him.
No, but a game 1 or 2, you can survive. But I do think that with every minute that he does get, he pays off 2 minutes later. But you're worried while he's in. But the matchup for them is more about who are they going to do with us than we are with them.
Well, Sohan's quote is, whether I'm playing or not, it's important to feed all the information I have. And I think I know quite a lot. Being that tall, Wemby gets tired. He said, give him different looks and be very physical, make him run, and he will get tired. He's going to have to take some plays off, in my opinion. And
that's
one thing
unknown. I mean, we all know that,
and that is the one advantage I think the Knicks have is they had Sohan is one of these guys too. When you talk about motor guys who don't run out of gas, Anunoby and Josh Hart epitomize that. They're not the most physically gifted guys in the world, but they just never quit. There's a lot of Alex Caruso to it, just maybe in more physical bodies than what Caruso has. I do think the key, if the Knicks are going to have any success against Wemby, they have to find a way to wear him out and be physical with him. And when the Thunder had success against Wemby, it was mostly because Hartenstein was allowed physical with him.
They don't have a guy like that other than Anunoby
or Mitchell, and Mitchell Robinson, who the thing they're going to miss the most about him is offensive rebounding. He is an elite offensive rebounder.
The moment Mitchell Robinson comes in, Wemby starts getting the ball.
Yeah,
the moment he comes in, because he's a glass cleaner. I mean, he is offensively. That's going to be a problem for us, is offensive rebounding.
If he's on the floor.
If he's on the floor. But when he comes in, he becomes Wemby, because I don't know where you put him defensively except on Wemby, and unless he's allowed to. He's not Hartenstein. He's a different kind of player. He doesn't have that little 8-foot shot. He has no shot offensively. So when he comes in, he is such an offensive detriment that he has to affect the game in other ways. And just take him out of that, I think you can nullify what Mitchell does, because on offense, man, I got 5 fouls to use on you, bro. And I'll get the ball back. You ain't going to hit a free throw.
Sean Elliott, who joined the Blitz yesterday, wanted to he talked about Sohan's plan to wear out Wemby.
No, not one bit. If that was a secret, if Jeremy Sohan had the secret, I'm pretty sure that Chris Finch would have figured it out, or Thiago Splitter would have figured it out, or Mark Dagnall would have figured it out. And so it's not like it's anything new. It's easier said than done. Anybody can say, well, you got to get physical with them, you got to run around, get them tired. I mean, don't you think there's 3 teams try to do that? And so I'm not worried about him, especially, again, like what you said. The rest is going to be a huge factor. The fact that you play Wednesday, Friday, and you have Saturday and Sunday off, and then you play again Monday, that's absolutely huge. I've said in the past that If you give an NBA player a day off, they feel really good. You give them 2 days off, it almost feels like it's 2 weeks rest for your body. And you come out that next game and your legs are back, your body's back. You feel so much fresher just with that extra day. And so you're going to have a few of those or 2 of those during the NBA Finals. And I'm not worried about Victor at all.
I completely agree. And then you if you take into context what Wemby was at the end of the regular season, it makes some sense. He was playing 28 minutes a game on a minutes restriction. We just didn't ever see him go past that. And then that Timberwolves games, what did he do, 41 minutes?
Yeah.
And
no, 42, I
it was
think.
Something, yeah, we had 4 guys over 40 minutes. That was new ground for him, and he woke up the next day and was relatively fresh. So Sean reinforced what we all know. The conference finals are the gauntlet. Every other day, you got to wake up and be ready. Now, the fruits of your labor is, you get a little bit of rest. We want your best now. We want to see you rested and ready to go. And teams reflect that. The beatdown isn't there.
I said earlier in the show, I think Karl Anthony Towns may be a bigger problem for the Knicks or for the Spurs. Karl Anthony Towns' offense may be more of a problem than Jalen Brunson. The Blitz asked Sean Elliott who is in his mind the biggest concern for the Spurs after or outside of Jalen Brunson.
OG Anunoby is a terror. He's a big physical player. He defends. He's tough to guard inside. He can shoot the ball on the perimeter as well. He can make threes. He's a terrific ball player for them. When they picked him up, I thought, wow, that was a tremendous pickup for them. Landry Shamet has been shooting the ball extremely, extremely well. I mean, he's shooting some kind of historic clip from beyond the arc. I think he missed 2 or 3 threes the entire Cleveland series. So they have guys, but if I'm going to say it's one guy, OJ Anunoby scares me probably more than a guy like Mikal Bridges or a guy like Josh Hart.
Okay. Well, didn't even mention Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, because he's a given. It's kind of like, we know he and Brunson are going to be there. It's the others. Which one is going to show up to do it? Remember what Steph Castle did to Julius Randle. I see Steph Castle spending a lot of time on Julius Randle.
Yeah.
I mean, on
Anunoby. I think so, too. Although, I think Steph Castle may be assigned to
He might be on Brunson, I
Jalen.
think, where they're going to share some responsibility. But he's proven he can guard a big dude.
All right, we'll hear some from Mitch and Wemby on the other side. Morning Huddle 94.1.
On your ride to work, it's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Good morning. We still have that accident blocking the connector ramp. This is going to be Loop 410 southbound to westbound Highway 90. And we have another accident to talk about. Left lane is blocked. This is going to be I-10 westbound at Schwab Road. Slow traffic now back from FM 775. And we also have a stall blocking the left shoulder, I-35 northbound at FM 1102. And then finally, another stall to talk about. This is going to be right shoulder block, disabled vehicle, 37 northbound at Hot Wells. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Move over, Chips. There's a new crunchier MVP in the snack aisle. Enter pork rinds. Southern recipe pork rinds are low-carb, gluten-free, and packed with protein to keep you going. And the flavors, big, bold, crunchy. From sweet barbecue to hot honey, every bite brings that flavor-packed crunch you crave. Grab your favorites today at H-E-B or online at porkrinds.com. Southern recipe pork rinds are your snack time, crunch time hero.
This Father's Day, join the Blitz Live at Coldplay Cove in Stone Oak. Enjoy Dad and Me sports activities, coffee tastings, giveaways, raffles, and family fun built for modern families. Grab your tickets now through the events page at coldplaycove.com.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
It all connects. The girl who walks for hours to bring home the family's water, the school she can't attend most days, the breakfast she didn't have, the rain that hasn't fallen in months, the danger around the next bend, her little brother's belly laugh, her mother's hug, her dreams of being a teacher, an engineer, the mayor. All the reasons life is both so hard and so beautiful. It all connects. But so do we, for children's sakes. At Child Fund, we connect through everything we do, together, so every child can grow up healthy, educated, and safe. Because we need each other. Learn more at childfund.org.
Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
That hologram trading card. One of the rarest, the last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wipers? eBay has all the parts that fit my car. No more annoying, just beautiful.
Millions of finds, each with a story. eBay. Things people love.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, it is a game day ball. The Spurs are just 4 wins away from their 6th NBA title. Wemby's first potential Larry O'Brien trophy starts tonight. Tip at 7:30 at the Frost Bank Center. Games on ABC. Spurs have a clean injury report. Only the Knicks' big man Mitchell Robinson is questionable for tonight's game, having surgery last week on a fractured right fifth metacarpal. He's got a broken finger.
Sports Center is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Hey-o! Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy game day. Happy game day. 8:01 on the Morning Huddle. I'm in a good mood because it's game day. Also in a good mood because the Knights won last night, even though the referees tried to screw them.
Despite the goal in the first 20 seconds
and
or something?
yeah, despite being down 26 seconds into the game, and then the referees trying to steal from the Knights. Didn't matter. Still got that dub, sucked the whole Carolina, beat it.
There you go. Bang.
And now I'm hoping that I'm going to be up 1-0 in both series for my fandom. Imagine that. I mean, can you imagine getting as a fan getting a Stanley Cup and an NBA Final in the same year? I'll be on cloud 9. That must mean really good news for the Buffalo Bills this season.
There was I was going to say, yeah.
Oh, yes.
At least a playoff appearance.
Because I know damn sure the Astros ain't doing anything. They're screwed. They're terrible.
Well, the Spurs and the Longhorns shared a year.
05?
05.
Yeah.
Where a local group of sports
lot
fans
of people
were
happy.
winning everything.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
And Longhorns, by the way, in the Lady Championship of softball.
That's right.
Looks like it.
Against Texas Tech. All the Texas Tech, they got that cheat code gal and a pitcher.
And Jason Williams' daughter?
Jason Williams' daughter.
Will's daughter.
Just hitting bombs. Hitting bombs.
Walk-off, man.
Yeah, so I don't know who's going to win that.
Yeah, it's crazy that how money has even shifted women's softball, because a World Series without UCLA or OU.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then in the men's side, for the second year in a row, the top two national seeds are already out.
Dunzo, yeah.
And Texas and Texas A&M both still alive.
A&M's gone.
Oh, A&M's out?
USC beat them yesterday.
Oh, no.
They're out of pitching. Their second best pitcher was out for the season, so they had just ran out of.
So is Texas our last hope for the men's side?
I think they're the last team from Texas.
But they're in Omaha, right?
I think everybody's on to Omaha.
Okay, so it's we're down to the finals.
Wait, I think we got another week.
Or super regionals coming up.
Super regionals are coming up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, either way, there's still hope. Keep hope alive for these Texas squads.
And as these things go on in our periphery of the sports universe, one of the things I'm very grateful for that we won't even begin to even touch, and thank goodness we don't have to, is this very quiet Dallas Cowboys OTAs.
Yeah.
There's no drama going on up there. There's no nothing, which is such a breath of fresh air. First of all, I'm glad that there's not, because I wouldn't be paying attention to it anyway, because I've got more pressing things. But as a Cowboy fan looking toward the future, it's just so comforting to know, there's no drama. If the biggest worry you got is whether George Pickens is going to show up now or later, there's not, and he has. So, there's some good news coming out of the NFL, at least for the Cowboys land. It's because there's all quiet on the Western Front.
And then Ayatollah trying to bring me down. Sorry, AJ, the Bills aren't in the night Spurs arena. Thanks, Ayatollah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. I already know. All right, here is this is one of the things that I've kind of thought about, and this is a bit of a long clip, so stick with me here. But this is Mitch talking about if the screw it mentality of the youth of this team is what's helping them get through right now.
Not to get into a rabbit hole, but I do think experience matters. I just think a lot of times we use the term anticipating or expecting the use of it, not necessarily knowing how it's going to be used. So I draw upon a ton of experiences, not as a head coach in the NBA, but I've been around the game of basketball for 30 plus years. And so I just think at times there's a lot of things that we talk about every single day more than experience. When we were met as a team in October until June 1st, if we kept track of the amount of times we talked about, again, I've said this, not to be redundant, but habits, consistency, execution, fundamentals, attention to detail, style of play, brand of basketball, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. We've said all those words probably 100 times more than the word experience. And so I just think it's allowed us to anchor to those things when we have adversity or success or instability or different things that you go through that you can't always control. You tend to anchor to something. And I think at times experience is something that's very well suited to be anchored to if you use it in the right way as an individual or collective group. And I just think for us, it can be a negative when you use it in the right way that we can't anchor to the experience as a group. But that's assuming you're using it in its best use of the word. So not to talk in circles, but I think there are just different things that we anchor to at different times when we can't necessarily change what we can't control. And so I think that's where sometimes the narrative comes through. And yes, I do appreciate having clarity on some of those other things, and some of those things have been established here before me and helped pass down along the generations of our organization.
Okay, that was a lot of circular speak. But when you look at any sporting organization, whether it be high school, AAU, first you have your roster, and then your roster creates the team, and then the team, how it plays, creates the program, and then it circles back, and the program then creates the roster, which creates the team, which reinforces the program, and it circles back. And suddenly you have this self-sustaining, we are who we are because we do what we are.
Yeah.
And the Spurs, luckily, and I love the way that Mitch brings this up, they're anchored into something. They're anchored into what brought them here. They're anchored into what they were 20 years ago. first the team. You got to have the players first.
Yeah,
and then you got to
we've
build the
seen
team.
what it's like without them.
Yeah, so if you don't have the roster, you can't build anything else. You can't build a team because your roster sucks. Now, you can do the right things every day. That doesn't mean you're going to win. That just means you're doing the right things. But then you create a team that does the right things and win. And then you create a team that does the right things and wins regardless of the players. And then you start building the program. And then the program brings the players, and it reinforces this circle. The Spurs are on the first turn of this. They've got the team. They got the roster. Now they've built the team, and now they're building this program. They're building because they do the right things, whether they're winning or losing. The program now reinvests in itself, and the circle is turning. Just like we've seen every prominent, aggressive, solid roster, no matter the sport, for 4 years. It is that circular feed that we are what we are because we do what we are.
Yeah. Here is Victor Wembanyama talking about the Knicks. They've played them 3 times this year.
Hadn't gone well.
Has not. The Knicks are 2-1 against the Spurs. Here's Wemby's thought on those games.
It's a great team, you know. It's a great team of experienced guys who are not here by chance, but by relentless effort over the years, and very different career paths for all of them. So they're right where they're supposed to be, in my opinion. And all of them are going to be super hungry in their own way.
So Wemby's not taking the bait. He's not. Yeah. He's not showing. Oh, I'm angry. I want to get this back. Which is good to me. I think it means he's keeping his emotions in check. And here is what I talked about earlier. When I said my big concern was Wemby, how to reset his emotions after that game. Like I said, it looked like he had won the Super Bowl. After they won Game 7, it looked like it was just such an adrenaline dump after that. And they asked him if he had a conversation with Popovich after the Western Conference Finals and asked how he is going to reset after that huge win in Game 7.
So for the first question, yes, of course, I saw Pop right away when we landed. And the emotion was really something I haven't felt in a while. I don't even know since when. And coming back down from this is a challenge, and it's not done yet. We still need to really come back down to earth and realize that we haven't done the hardest yet. The job isn't done at all. So we still got about, I don't know, what time is it? Like 30 plus hours to recenter.
So he's still working. He's still working on it, apparently. Yeah. I mean, do you think? I mean, hearing him talk, he sounds poised. Yeah, like he sounds like he's
saying the right thing.
Yeah, he's saying the right things, but it does sound like he's kind of reset his mindset.
I know he's trying to say it, but I do know that, my gosh, here we sit, and not only did he do this in the middle of media day for the NBA Finals, he did that 3 days after he had performed. He'd done something that and the rest of his teammates had only dreamed to do it. So I still think there's a level of concern there that he's sitting on cloud 9, but I also think that he's right. He's got 30 hours, and I imagine he's already awake now and has one thing in mind, and that's 7:30 tip.
Claymore says Mitch Johnson's dad played for Seattle championship team in 7. Is his dad Dennis Johnson?
No, not Dennis. John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what
I didn't know there was a.
Mitch is a Seattle basketball product. Jamal Crawford and those boys. He came up with all those guys.
Okay, yeah, I had no idea that was. So when you said 79 Sonics, I'm like, Dennis Johnson is his dad?
He was on that, but John had the
okay.
forward.
I didn't know there was a John Johnson on that. I mean, I wasn't born, so like I know very, very little about. Like I know Jack Sikma and
Freddie Brown and Gus Williams and Fly.
I know, like I just know
Slick
the
Watts
basics
was on that
of
roster. That was a good team.
But there you go. Yeah, that's I had no idea that was the case. So that's pretty cool. And Claymore says between him and Pop, Mitch has a great basketball foundation. Clearly,
absolutely, he does.
Yeah, I don't think they would have given him these.
Well, he was born and bred for this. This was something that was going to happen when he was 8 years old.
Yeah. 44 says first thing I heard Wemby say when he got that trophy was 4 more, and the entire Spurs echoed right back to Wemby 4 more. So I think they're focused on the next 4 wins. So
I hope so. I mean, I think they think they're focused.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
but
it's
again,
easy to
you
say
don't know.
that. It's so easy to say that, man. Like, and anytime you're in a tournament setting and this is why the reason why I say it worries me, think about it in terms of the college basketball tournament. When you knock off a 1 seed, how often do you see the team that knocked off a 1 seed just get drubbed the next time out? Because it's like you can say all the right things, but the emotions of that it's just different, man. It just hits different when you win a series that everybody said you couldn't win. And the Spurs, no one said they couldn't beat the Blazers. No one said they couldn't beat the Timberwolves. The people said you can't beat the Thunder. And they did it, and there is a feeling of, whether it's an FU feeling or I told you so or everybody doubted us, we can do it anyway. Like there is a sigh, you breathe out, an exhale.
Yes.
After that you can't, even if you say, oh, it didn't, we're on to the next. It's not as simple. It's easier to say it than it is to do it.
We hope that ignorance is bliss, that they really don't know what they don't know, and they think they're ready, and because they think they're ready, they are ready. We will see, but I've also seen great teams come out. The thing that comes to my mind, 85, the Memorial Day Massacre, where the Lakers rolled into Boston having rested and thinking they're going to get, and they just got blasted. Now, they turned out to be a hell of a series. So there are some games, no matter how well you think you're ready, no matter how superstar-laden you are, that you get your ass handed to you. You just hope that doesn't happen.
All right, let's take a quick break. We'll see what else is going on besides Spurs talk. We'll get back into Spurs talk, though. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Dr. Jacob Torres is my doctor and has been for now 11 years. And one of the reasons he has been is because he has one consistent message that has kept me healthy through just about everything in this, is what you bring into your body will affect how you live. And that goes either way. You're either going to live a better life or a worse life by what you're eating. And once you start to realize that what goes in does affect what goes on, you start to pay attention and weight starts to come off. And then you have to rebuild your relationship with what food does for you, with you, and about you. And once you start figuring that out, then you can lose some weight knowing full well that it's coming off and staying off because you understand how food affects your life. I had to find out the hard way, but I'll tell you what, over these years, I have put it into work and I'll never stop. If you want to get on a program that you can live with from now on, that isn't relying on shots or pills and a certain amount of money a month, I highly recommend going and meeting Dr. Jacob Torres at the Institute for Functional Health. His number is 210-468-1891. He would love to talk to you. Give him a call. And if you'd like to check out and do your due diligence, go to iffhealth.com. It is a great resource. Take the functional tests. Answer the questions honestly. I promise you it'll open your eyes. If it's time for you to lose weight, whether you are being told or you want to, call Dr. Torres today. He'll guide you. He'll put you on the right path. And once you get to where you want to go, come on by. Thank me later.
If you missed the Blitz with Jason and Joe, then you missed this.
Elliott here on the Blitz. When you saw the video of Carter Bryant in the public bathroom in Oklahoma City, what were you thinking?
Must have had to go really badly. I'm not going there at fans in the middle of the game, I promise you that. And I've had to go a couple times.
It was bizarre. And then, of course, the worst thing, somebody pulls out his phone and starts recording, which you should never bring your phone out in a restroom and start recording.
When you bring your phone out, you're recording people. You're recording people in the bathroom. Come on.
And I think, Sean, it's safe to say if you see Sean Elliott in the restroom, Sean will gladly take a photo outside of the bathroom.
Yeah, and good Lord, for the sake of cleanliness, when you come out of a stall, of all things, I will be more than happy to meet you outside the bathroom after you've washed your hands.
We'll stop watching. Make sure you're going for at least 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, I'll be counting the seconds.
Right home with the Blitz. Afternoons 2 to 6 on 94.1 San Antonio's Sports Star.
Mellow Mushroom has the best pizza in San Antonio. Mellow delivers the best pizza experience with their delicious dough, premium ingredients, and unique flavors. Delivering a higher order of pizza is the standard. If Mellow can make a pizza this delicious, imagine what they can do with munchies, greens, calzones, and burgers. Mellow Mushroom has San Antonio's best happy hour with food specials and half-off adult beverages. Mellow Mushroom is at 1604 in Stone Oak Parkway. Hang with friends, watch the game, and mellow out at Mellow Mushroom.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collision since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400 or alawyerforus.com.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
As a fitness coach, my active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. With Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, I'm treating my skin and joint symptoms so I can keep moving. Skyrizi, a prescription-only injection for adults, helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And for those who have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible. With Skyrizi, there's no daily dosing. It's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
You're locked on The Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
It's showtime!
Woo! Y'all be careful out there tonight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What a time. What a time to be alive in San Antonio, Texas, baby.
Well, there's some SAPD getting overtime on military tonight.
All of them
Hopefully.
are.
Hopefully.
I think the whole force will be out tonight.
Yeah.
Like all of them.
Let's see. I got some stuff I want to dig into today. I saw one thing. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone, if I still kept it up here or not. I saw a thing about Olive Garden. There's some gal at Olive Garden in Fayetteville, Georgia. Listen to this. This gal worked at Olive Garden for a year. Her name is Brooke Sykes. She got I think she's hot, which for starters is I mean, that helps. But she got a $30 tab, and her tip was $700, which, you know what, there's a lot of people out there who...
That's a Greg Popovich tip.
Yeah, like there's people who want to reward, like, hey, man, I see you working hard. You know, she's apparently this gal she's a single mom, has an autistic kid, and
she stole $700 from somebody.
No.
Oh, she didn't?
No. The manager told her they can't pay it out and told her to write 0 on the tip line until it could be verified.
What?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Well, it goes back to what I just said. I think that there's probably a built-in fail-safe until I'm not going to just give you a $700 tip because, I don't want to be on the hook as a company for you stealing money. Let's make sure this is all good. When it's good, you get paid.
Oh, yeah.
I get
Once
that.
it's legit. Yeah.
But also, what's the line there?
I think
what if it's $70?
Well, I think we need to define a line. But I do get the owner going, well, wait a minute. Not that I distrust you, but this is huge. I don't want the negative press from this.
He doesn't want to eat it.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't. Well, the eating, it's one thing. Just being told that word gets out that, my help is stealing from people's credit cards. I can't have that.
Okay. They asked her, she said, okay, how long will it take for you to verify it? Now, to this gal, $700 is a lot of money.
Well, it's also found money. It's not money she was expecting. But go ahead.
And they said, we don't know how long it's going to take. But let's say the tip.
It shouldn't take more than 24 hours. What are you talking about?
Well, she was upset that they had told her we'll let you know when you can have this money. So she asked a coworker to take her next table because she was crying. She was emotional already. And the manager said, you can either do your job or leave.
She wants him to get fired, so when that 700 comes through, he gets it.
So she took the table and finished her shift. And later they said, we can give you 20%. Like you can get 20%, not 20% of the 700, 20% of the bill, which was $6. We'll hold on to the other 694 until
it clears.
And they said it could take up to 120 days. So
I'm calling my lawyer.
The next day when she arrived,
no way.
I'm calling my lawyer.
Yeah.
The next day when she arrived at work, they fired her because she cried on the job yesterday.
Yeah, I'm calling my lawyer.
She's gonna get
where's
rich.
this? What state is this?
This is in Georgia. They handed her paperwork stating tips over a certain amount are subject to manager review. They told her it could take up to 120 days to receive the money, and then they called the cops on her because she was crying and upset. This feels wrong to me. Like,
it's wrong in all kinds of ways.
I don't know. Listen. I'm not I'm not an Olive Garden guy anyway.
Yeah.
But this is bad press, and when you're trending on X for something like this, it's a real bad look.
So they never questioned the guy.
Well,
who
this is
gave
only
the
half
tip?
the story. We don't know what kind of employee she's
Yeah.
been. It reads pretty bad.
But
She's
she's
been working
she's
working there for a year.
Again, it reads pretty bad, and I do get the policy, but the 120 days is that's a little outlandish, and I do think it's a little sketch that you get fired the next day for
Kind of feels that way.
That was something that you brought on, but God knows what really went down. But that sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, kind of feels that way. It's an ugly situation there.
But Georgia is an at-will state.
How do you know these things?
Well, most states are, especially in the South. So you can get fired for a lot of reasons as long as it's not for your age, your sex, or anything like that. I can fire you because I don't like blondes.
Well,
you know what I mean?
That's fair. This one I thought would be interesting to both of you guys because you guys live this life. This is not a world that I live in. This is a world for you and Vic. Over 56% of Americans admit that they have regularly purchased shoes that they later regret buying because of how uncomfortable they are.
In my younger days, well, yeah.
Like how many?
Anybody who's ever collected Jordans,
many shoes
has bought a J that, like, dude, these hurt my feet.
Yeah, they look awesome, and then you're like, I can't wear those.
11s. I have to go to the hospital sometimes, but there's a couple of them that are just too narrow. They just don't.
I know both of you guys. I've got a lot of shoes, but I don't have the kind of shoes you guys have. Like I have shoes. I don't look at shoes as like a fashion thing more than a function thing. I feel like I've got shoes for whatever occasion I need. You guys like shoes as a fashion statement.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
How many pairs of shoes would you say you own?
Under 100.
Okay. Out of those 100, how many do you look at and go, "Oh, I ain't putting those on"?
Oh, 90.
Oh God!
I mean, there's a lot of shoes that. Well, some of it is I can't wear because I'd lose value, and others, times have changed. They don't look cool anymore. They look cool 15 years ago. Now I'm not going to put on a pair of Shaq Gnosis, or whatever they are. They look silly. So
but then why do you still have them?
Because they retain value. They're place markers in my life. They're more than shoes. They're my progeny. I don't know. They're mine. They're I don't know. It's like I got a couple of pairs of shoes that I always want to put on gloves. I got a pair of Dornbach or Nikes that you're like, oh. So, and they're ugly as sin.
See, that's the thing. Like, I have a pair of shoes. I've got a couple. I've got 2 pairs of Air Force Ones that, like, I've got one that's white and Carolina blue. And I've got one that is purple and white. And I think they look awesome.
Yeah.
They're the least comfortable shoes. And like anybody who owns Air Force Ones, you walk around in those things for a day.
Bricks.
It sucks, man. It sucks. They look cool, but it sucks.
And then what Air Force Ones and most Jordans to compound that problem is the only way those shoes ever become comfortable is if you break them in. But to break them in, you get creases in the leather. So once they're broken in,
then you don't want to wear
yours.
them anymore.
And well, nobody will buy them from you. The value is gone because you've creased the leather. So you either never wear them or you wear them all the time. There is no in between. And if you're going to wear them all the time because they look cool, you're walking around with shoes that hurt your feet.
You know where I'm going to wear them? The bowling alley. Because I know once I get to the bowling alley, I'm going to take them off and put on more comfortable shoes to bowl in, and then I'll put them back on when it's time to go home.
It's a tough life. But no, there's a couple of shoes that you just know they're going to hurt my feet, man. I just can't wear those.
This survey is commissioned by Skechers,
Okay.
who admittedly I don't own a pair of Skechers.
If you ever see me in a pair of Skechers, something terrible's happened.
But would you have you ever tried one on?
No,
you wouldn't wear them if they were the most comfortable shoes on earth. You were not going to wear them.
I have bad feet, and I can't wear the same shoe 2 days in a row. I will never own a pair of Skechers.
Even if it would feel good on your feet?
Even if I can find another brand that I would be more proud to put on than those.
Because they have a reputation
as
an old man shoe?
Kind of, yeah. I just won't. I won't.
Isn't that funny?
I know it's odd, and I'm not proud of it, but never.
I'd say, probably about 20, 25 years ago, Skechers was considered like skate shoes. It was a skatewear brand. And then it slowly turned into like orthopedic old man shoes.
Yeah, the Velcro straps and old man shoes and super thick rounded soles, which now have kind of become popular. No, I just won't. I won't bow to that.
But they have the survey says that people spent an average of $279 in the last 2 years on painful shoes that they never wear. On average, $279.
I can. Yeah.
Which probably equates to like what, 2 pairs of shoes for most, on average for men.
Well, if we're talking high end, that's not even one. But yeah.
Okay. When wearing shoes that hurt their feet, which you do.
Well, yeah.
The respondents said the lingering pain lasts for a full 2 days on average, and they feel it. 67% say they feel it in their feet, 43% in their backs. 31% in their knees, 29% in their ankles, 21% in their hips.
All of the above, brother. All of the above.
Many said that traditionally fun occasions like nights out, vacations, concerts, and weddings have all been ruined due to painful, uncomfortable shoes. So the people said that they've evolved to become a bit more practical and prioritize buying shoes that are truly supportive. At what average age do you think people stop buying? Like they prioritize
45.
Comfort over style.
40 to 45.
34 years old.
No, see, that's the next
is
generation.
The average number.
And also some of this is I've reached an age where some of the shoes I have I can't be seen in. I'm too old. I'm just too old. I can't walk around.
But then sell them.
Well, no.
I don't understand that.
No.
Because it's not like you've got. I mean, who sees those shoes? If you never wear them, you're the only one who sees them.
Yeah, they're in a closet.
So it's not like you've got like a display in your house when someone walks in, like where you'd go, "Oh, look at what I've got here."
It's my little trove. I just go sit in
That's
my room.
such an odd thing.
And admire them, smell them.
74% of people admit that they wish they had started to prioritize wearing comfortable shoes earlier in life.
Well, and I didn't play that long, but I played a lot of miles. I put a lot of miles on my feet. So I ruined my feet at a very early age.
Yeah.
And I wish I hadn't done that.
How important is it? Like, because and I know you're not walking as much when you were walking your son's dog, but how important was the comfort of your shoes there?
100%.
You're wearing.
I would actually wear Skechers at that moment.
Okay.
When it comes to.
No one's going to see you.
I'm out there and I'm trudging through mud or whatever. Comfort is 9. And my hunting boots. And things that go to work, I don't care what the brand is. If it works, it works.
Okay.
If it's just to be pretty, beauty is pain, brother. Beauty is pain.
Okay. All right. Let's take a quick break. I got to tell you about Underdog Fantasy. And, man, I'm going to tell you about the promo that they are doing for the NBA Finals. This is awesome. There is a promo on Underdog right now called Steal the Pot. And it's simple as this. If you think you know who is going to record the most steals in the NBA Finals, there's $1 million waiting for you. That's right. Underdog has $1 million in a pot. All you got to do is pick the player who walks away with the most steals in the series. You don't even have to win. All you got to do is back the right guy because it's as simple as this. Whoever has the most steals, if you pick that guy, at the end of it, you get a share of that $1 million. You pick your player every game, include their steals stats. When the series ends, the steals leader gets crowned, and the pot gets split amongst everyone who called it. Simple as that. And you could just playing regular Underdog still, you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. And with Steal the Pot, even your losing picks can get you paid. That is what I am talking about. Guys, you've got an interest in the finals already with the Spurs there. This just makes it that much more fun when there's some cash on the line. Download the app today. Use my promo code Alamo. If you haven't tried it before, it's a great time to get in. You'll get $50 in bonus entries when you play your first $5. That's promo code Alamo. Underdog. Make picks and win money. Must be 18 plus and present in Texas. Terms apply. See assets.underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms _DFS_.html for details. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-MY-RESET or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Still working that one accident. The connector ramp is blocked. Loop 410 southbound to westbound Highway 90 right there. We also have an accident blocking the left lane. I-10 westbound at Schwab Road. No delay right now. Slow traffic now back from FM 775. We have a stall. Left shoulder blocked. I-10 eastbound at Foster Road. Another stall. Left shoulder blocked. I-35 northbound at FM 1102. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Diamond Tea.
Go ahead, sip into summer with Red Diamond. Fresh brewed with just 3 simple ingredients: tea, water, and sugar. Always cold and ready in the refrigerated section. Red Diamond Fresh Brewed Tea. The perfect sip does exist.
Ever tried answering emails with kids running through the house? Coldplay Cove is the better way to work and parent. A modern family space where you can grab coffee, work, recharge, and connect while your child safely learns and plays nearby. Built for families, rooted in community. Learn more at coldplaycove.com.
The San Antonio Gunslingers are out on the road battling across the league, but they're coming back home strong. Mark your calendars. Saturday, June 13th, they ride into town to take on New Mexico in a huge home showdown. Stay locked in with the team on social media and at SanAntonioGunslingers.com. Tickets for the June 13th home game are on sale now. Get yours today and bring the family out for professional indoor football. The San Antonio Gunslingers. Lock and load.
If you've been injured in an accident, you know there's no shortage of attorneys who want your business. But when it comes to results, the numbers speak for themselves. Thomas J. Henry secured over $1 billion for clients in the past 4 years. We've successfully represented thousands of injured Texans, earning over 12,000 5-star reviews on Google. So, who is the right attorney for you? Just look at the numbers. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Texas.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well,
Trying to find a needle in a haystack? Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on The Blitz, we have finally made it. It is game day, game 1 of the NBA Finals.
We will get the latest from Jeff McDonald from the San Antonio Express News as he previews the series at 3:35.
The Spurs get it done in game 1, Minix.
We'll get you ready. Game Night San Antonio, game 1 edition, brought to you by Vision Source.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, another big deal, this time via extension as the Atlanta Falcons and wide receiver Drake London agreed to a 4-year, $141 million extension, $100 million of that guaranteed. And finally, in the NHL, the Golden Knights reigned supreme in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, winning 5-4, scoring 2 goals in the third to take the first game on the road. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Let's go! Hi, it's Jason Minix. You're listening to the home of the Cowboys, 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Woo!
Go, Spurs, go!
I wonder how many people across the country are going,
Stop
that.
No. I like the, you see, anybody who hasn't been to Google today, google.com.
We got the trophy.
They've got a half Spurs font, half Knicks font with a trophy in the middle.
We're the goo.
We're the goo. Yeah,
They're the
goo.
They're the gold.
Glih. Glih. Glih, 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 glih.
We're the goo.
Yeah, we're the goo. I like it. I like it. There we go. It is a game day here in San Antonio, Texas. We're all having a good time this morning, feeling on top of the world. Hopefully it's even better tomorrow. Here's a story about a woman who's not having a great day, Rob. Yesterday, a 69-year-old New Jersey woman, nice, hit a slot machine at the casino.
Where's the casino?
In Jersey.
Okay.
And no, it's in Pennsylvania. I'm sorry. She had gone to Pennsylvania to gamble. Hollywood Casino at Penn National. Hit the jackpot. That's awesome. Now, instead of going to get her or collecting her winnings, she went to the window to get her winnings, and she was escorted out by police. The woman had placed herself on Pennsylvania's lifetime self-exclusion list in 2019, it's a program that
she had a problem.
Yeah.
So she told them, don't let me in no matter what.
Yes.
When they took her money.
It's a program that lets people who are struggling with gambling addiction voluntarily ban themselves from casinos. So she had voluntarily put herself on the casino ban list 7 years ago.
Now, wait, okay.
When she went to collect her winnings, they confirmed that she was on the list. They cited her for trespassing and removed her from the property, which means she cannot collect her winnings.
Wow. So my question would be, have they allowed her in the past? Has she come in and gambled previously?
Oh, yeah.
She's been in there many times.
I'm sure. But if you win
a certain amount,
if you win $200 gambling,
it just comes out of the machine. I get it.
Yeah, they're not. You don't have to take that to the window and sign
and
forms.
It's over $10,000. You got to pay. You got to get a name for tax purposes.
And then when you give them that name, they check it against the list and go, "Oh, ma'am, you're actually banned from this casino."
Wow, and it was of your own doing.
Of your own doing. Imagine that. Like, why would you even play?
I'm not sure this is going to stick.
Under Pennsylvania self-exclusion laws, people on the list are prohibited from collecting gambling winnings. So, I mean, there's precedence for this, apparently.
Is there? I don't know. Has anybody ever won an amount that didn't have this happen? That had this happen? I'm not sure. If it hasn't, then I think she's in better shape. If they've already gotten away with it once, she's screwed. But I just can't imagine this holds.
I don't know. If you're in, like, if you go to Vegas and you're banned from the casino
by them,
but the self-exclusion, like, again, it's a program that they set up for people struggling with this. I mean, if you're on the banned list, you're on the banned list. I mean, however you got there,
I guess.
I feel like what you'd have to do is go in and say, "Hey, I've gotten over this. I've got it under control now. I'd like to be removed from the banned list." Maybe you could do that, but until you do that, I don't think you can.
Or you just call a friend, your buddy, your sister, your brother,
anybody,
and go turn in the ticket.
Yeah, but then they're gonna have to pay the taxes on it.
That's fine.
I'll reimburse you the right
whatever
way.
it takes. But this is
imagine that though.
I've never heard of, first of all, that law, and I kind of get it. Although at the end of the day, it's silly.
But also, why would you play that if you knew that you couldn't collect the winnings?
That tells me that
the
addiction is still in
watch
place.
This. Vic, if I told you that you cannot win on a scratcher anymore, you'll never win any amount over $100. You won't be able to win it anymore. Would you still buy scratcher tickets?
No.
Of course not. So what?
Unless you're truly an addict.
What I'm saying, this gal is she's playing a game that even if she wins, she can't collect the prize.
Yeah.
Why would you do it?
Addict or not? No.
I think that's just that's junky behavior.
Yeah.
Which tells me that they have gladly taken her money over the years.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
As long as you're losing.
Well,
I'm not doing that.
Dude. I mean, I'm not going to call it any sports books, but there are sports books in Vegas that I'm not welcome to play at. So, and I'm not allowed to play blackjack at certain places in Vegas. And it's they never ban you for losing too much.
Right.
You never, if you go in and you lose bet, if you win though, they don't want you to play.
I get the right for them to ban you, for whatever reason. That's my building. I don't like the way you look. But to self-indict, to self-stop, and then to actually get through and to be told no. I find that very interesting.
Yeah.
There's got to be a legal way around this.
Yeah. But quite frankly, it's a black box. When the first casino that called me and told me they won't accept my action at their sports book anymore, I said, "Can you tell me why?" And they are like, "No, we've just decided the risk."
No.
They call it the risk assessment department has decided that we don't.
But we're talking, but they did that to you, and they could have said, "You know what? You wear funny shoes, and we don't want you in my building." But to report yourself and say, if I ever do that, and then to actually do it, and you allowed me to do it, and I told you to stop me, and you didn't stop me, and then when I won, you're stopping me before, and I can document the 19 times I was in here. You took my money, you didn't stop me.
My guess is they've got a piece of paper with her signature on it.
I guarantee you they do.
That says if you win, you're not going to get paid out.
You can't indemnify yourself from everything. Just because you sign a paper saying, I realize that there's inherent danger, whatever that is, there are still some dangers that you can't waver away. You can't. Well, if you work over the possibilities of getting gunshot are slight, but we want you to waver away that you might get. So if you're shot by a gun in our building, they'll never sue us. Well, you can't do that. You got shot. So you can't sign away everything.
But at a casino, I think you can sign away winning jackpots.
Well, it sounds like it. But I just can't imagine that anybody's tested this before. I know I would.
Someone has now.
Well, she's been kicked out, but I think the fight continues.
All right, let's we'll keep it rolling on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
How you feeling this morning? Is there anything painful keeping you out of life? Are you going to be unable to go to the title game tonight because you're limping around? If there's something literally keeping you out of your daily activities due to pain. You need to fix that. This is 2026. That's why Arasti has been so successful for so long, because they do exactly that. They get you out of pain faster than you would have thought possible given today's medicine. Because this is not about take 2 pills and call me in a month. This is not just rest it till it feels better. This is active medicine. It is a physical attack on the pain that you deal with. See, when you walk into an Arasti provider, you're going to get a hands-on evaluation. You're going to find out why you're in pain and what's causing the pain, and then they fix the problem. Amazing, right? It's not deadening, it's fixing, and you'll be amazed at the results. On average, most Arasti patients get back in the game after just 4 visits. So what do you got to do? Well, first of all, you got to get in. Here's the good news. With Arasti, you never need a referral. You can call them right now. Here's the number. It's 1-800-404-6050. There's Arasti providers all around San Antonio. There'll be one close to you, probably less than 10 miles from where you are right now, that'll take care of you and get you on your road to wellness. They also accept most insurances, so what are you waiting on? Don't let pain keep you from doing things that you love. Call Arasti today. Let them take care of you. And when they fix you, come on by. Thank me later.
Hello, my name is Jason Thompson. I'm an attorney here in San Antonio and have been practicing law here since 1994. And in the past 30-plus years, I've helped hundreds of San Antonians injured by negligent drivers. If you've been injured in a car-truck collision, call me, 210-900-0400. I did want to let you know of a very disturbing trend I've seen that you really need to be aware of. If an attorney or someone acting on that attorney's behalf calls you after a traffic collision, with very limited exceptions, that is called barratry or solicitation. It's a crime and is unethical under our state bar rules. Do not answer these phone calls. Do not hire an unethical attorney. Neither I nor anyone in my firm will ever call you after a traffic collision. If you need my help, and if you've been injured in a traffic collision, I think you do, you'll need to call me. My name is Jason Thompson. My number is 210-900-0400, or go to my website, alawyerforus.com.
If you want unlimited talk, text, and data on a super fast network, Big Wireless will sell it to you right now for as little as $70 a month. Or you can buy it from Pure Talk for half of that. I'm talking about unlimited talk, text, and data for just $34.99 a month. But wait, there's more. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be switching to an American wireless company that's committed to keeping 100% of its customer service in this country. I appreciate that. In fact, that's why I switched. I also appreciate the way they support our vets and our skilled workforce. Dial pound 250, say micro, and get unlimited talk, text, and unlimited data for just $34.99 a month. That's pound 250 micro. Stop paying twice what you need to pay for the service you want and switch to an American wireless company that actually stands for something. Pure Talk.
Got a buddy who thinks he knows baseball? Perfect. On Rangers game days, prove it with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger you think will launch it out of here. He hits 1, you and a friend are headed to a Rangers game. He hits 2. Now, you've got tickets and hotel. Yeah, you're making a night of it, and your buddy's buying the first round. Wake up with the Morning Huddle. Call your shot and win the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers. It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All righty. Now the question is, game 1 tonight. The question is, who is the guy in game 1? If we're playing daily fantasy, whatever we're doing, who's the guy who shows up in game 1 and balls out?
Well, I can tell you who it better be.
Victor Wembanyama?
Yes, yeah. There is but one.
Yeah, I mean, when you play, I want to warn people about something in the NBA Finals, and I say this like when you play the Super Bowl, if you like playing daily fantasy or like sports betting, prop betting, whatever it is. In these finals, beware of playing anything associated with Wemby or Jalen Brunson higher because you're getting taxed. There's a
yes.
You pay extra if you want to bet on the Stars to exceed expectations.
But this isn't about one box. What I'm talking about is Wemby needs to fill boxes. He doesn't need to score 35. He needs to just, do what you do. But every box better be what you normally do. 25, 12, 6, and 4, whatever that might be. Just do what you do, and that would be enough.
A guy that I'm going to look at tonight is Julian Champagnie, who when I saw this, I was shocked. In the 3 matchups this year against the Knicks, Julian Champagnie had 33 catch-and-shoot opportunities.
Where you at, Brooklyn?
33.
Yeah.
That is by far the most on either side in this series, and he's been shooting it well. I think that the Knicks, who generally give up outside shooting, they're willing to give up some outside shots. I think that he is a threat from the corner. He's just got to knock some down. 2.5 is his number. You get plus money if you like higher than 2.5 threes made by Julian Champagnie. I'm gonna like higher tonight.
Have the Spurs lost a productive game
from Champagnie?
I don't think so.
It's hard for me to remember one.
I think when he is productive,
he was so important to them, and the most. I think he was the most underrated player in this OKC series,
especially in the last game. And it certainly made the threes, but they were important threes, and they came in the flow of the game. It wasn't just he didn't just score 20 points. The points he scored mattered. They were big shots, and I think that's the most important thing about what he did. But he does fall into the category of others. He does follow. He's not the front line attack dude. He's a dude that when he was effective, Spurs win. And I think that when we get to title time, it is always about the others because you expect your stars to show. And if your star doesn't win, you got other problems or doesn't play well. But when your others show, that's when you win things. And it's going to be a battle of those. It's going to be a battle of Champagnie. Is he hitting his shots? And is Shamet hitting his shots? Is one making them more than the other? I promise you, the one team that has one of those guys being more effective is probably in the lead.
Yeah. The guy that I worry about on the other side who dominated the Spurs the first couple times they played is Mikal Bridges.
Short corner threes, man. You're going to beware of them. They're coming.
And he hit them regularly in the matchups with the Spurs this year. The last time I saw him, he shot 1 of 8
He's been
against
in a slump.
the Cavs. He's not shot the ball well, but I think he's a guy that the Spurs have to focus a little bit of energy on tonight as well because
he's got experience too.
He does.
Guy has been around the block. He's fought for titles.
He's got one job.
Make shots, brother. That's one of those unsung dudes that if you're looking for reasons to worry, is don't let Mikal Bridges find his game because that adds that third, maybe fourth scorer that they have to have. That can make a difference. So shut down those opportunities. You know that Karl Anthony's going to bring it. You know that Brunson's going to bring it. You just don't want the unexpected ones to bring it.
Yeah. I've said this already. The Spurs minus 4.5 number doesn't make any sense at all to me. The Spurs just beat the best team in basketball in a 7-game series, and in the home games, the Spurs were 3.5-point favorites against them. There's no world where the Knicks are 1 point different than the Thunder. There's just not.
That's New York money. I mean, that's money coming in that's affecting the line. Vegas told us what they thought when the line first hit, and nothing's changed.
I'm going to be on the Spurs tonight. I'm going to be on the Spurs first quarter tonight, which, again, I've been all season long.
Don't change this.
No, that's one thing I am sticking to my guns on. But the home team in Game 1 when the home team in Game 1 has a better point differential on the season than their opponent, they are 16-3 against the spread, and the Spurs have a better point differential.
Well, the Spurs have never lost an opening game to the finals. Not once.
Not once, huh?
We are
unbeaten.
We are 6-0.
I like that. I like the sound of that. Let's make it 7.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make it, yeah. The race for siete.
Let's start that now. One for the middle finger.
That's right. All right. Man, we got 1 hour of programming left, Rob. On a game day, it's the Morning Huddle, 94.1.
You're listening to the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson. KTFM Floresville. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Still working that one accident. The connector ramp is blocked. Loop 410 southbound to westbound Highway 90 right there. We also have an accident blocking the left lane. I-10 westbound at Schwab Road. No delay right now. Slow traffic now back in FM 775. We have a stall. Left shoulder blocked. I-10 eastbound at Foster Road. Another stall. Left shoulder blocked. I-35 northbound at FM 1102. I'm Alan Craig, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by American Public University.
The future won't wait, neither should you. That's why American Public University offers affordable, flexible master's programs to keep you moving forward. American Public University, made for what's next. Learn more at apu.apus.edu.
I told my buyers, let's get them bought. Right now is the time to go. GiveMeTheVin.com is America's best car buyer, paying top dollar for your car, truck, sports car, exotic. What are you waiting for? We want to buy your car right now. Find out why thousands of satisfied customers across the United States put more money in their pocket by going to GiveMeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone, low energy, low sex drive, low motivation. 100% of them can get it all back and feel like themselves again at Synergenics, whose providers are experts in hormone health. They work to tailor their TRT plans to make sure levels are where they need to be so every patient can feel great, look great, and live their best lives. They accept most insurance plans. Get your energy, focus, and drive back by booking your free testosterone test at Synergenics.com. That's Synergenics.com.
This Father's Day, join the Blitz live at Coldplay Cove in Stone Oak. Enjoy Dad and Me sports activities, coffee tastings, giveaways, raffles, and family fun built for modern families. Grab your tickets now through the events page at coldplaycove.com.
I need a little ranch, step to the ranch, come on, meet me at the ranch.
Introducing the new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club Sandwich. With that juicy Chick-fil-A chicken on a buttermilk ranch bun, jalapeno ranch sauce, and pickled jalapenos, it's a little ranch with a lot of kick. The new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club with original spicy or grilled filet. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
Healthy vision is about more than seeing clearly. It's about going beyond. From comprehensive eye care with the latest technology to advanced vision solutions that provide deep insights into your overall health. And with doctors who build lasting relationships founded on trust, ensuring that every detail is taken care of. I choose Vision Source to never miss out on life's precious moments. Vision Source, beyond your eyes.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I pushed through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NBA, it is a game day ball, and the Spurs are just 4 wins away from their 6th NBA title. Wemby's first potential Larry O'Brien trophy starts tonight. Tip at 7:30 at the Frost Bank Center. Games on ABC. Spurs have a clean injury report. Only the Knicks' big man Mitchell Robinson is questionable for tonight's game, having surgery last week on a fractured right fifth metacarpal. He's got a broken finger.
SportsCenter is brought to you by Buyers Barricades, the Texas authority in barricade rental. BuyersBarricades.com.
From the studios of San Antonio Sports Star, reaching more sports fans than any station in South Texas. Welcome to the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson. This is 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
All right. Got to defend myself a little here on the Brigade Bar. See, note says, no, that's 7, AJ. Well, I know, but he was saying they're 6-0 in game ones. And I'm looking.
Our 7th game 1.
Yeah, so it is the 7th game 1. And I'm not talking about, I get race for saves for the 6th title.
But we did lose one.
But I'm looking for the game 1 win going 7-0. And then Pumbaa saying, let's not act like Julian was great in the OKC series. He cleaned up at the end and redeemed himself in Game 7. I really hope he does well and has the confidence to let it fly tonight. I think Champagne, even in the games where his shot struggled, I think Julian, what he did on defense, it surprised a lot of people, certainly surprised me. I thought Julian had a very solid Oklahoma City series.
Considering they went against the best guard group in all of basketball. I mean, there's 3-4 guards at times that can defend on the ball. So it wasn't easy for any of these guys because of the way Oklahoma played. But Julian qualifies and falls into the others category. Anything he offers above the norm is what it takes to win a title. You have to have guys like Champagne or somebody every game show up and do something because you expect your stars to do it.
Yeah.
Because if your stars aren't doing it, you ain't going to win anyway. So it's the others that do it, and Julian falls into one of those guys that is not just capable. At times, you almost expect him to hit the shot.
Well, and he's their best shooter. But I will say Julian and Devin Vassell, 2 guys that I would say are bottom half of the roster and what I expect from them defensively, played way above expectation on that side of the ball.
Devin still has part of Chet's soul in his back pocket. So, no, I think both of them have stepped up and done exactly what title teams need to have.
Yep. So, all right. 9:05 here on the Morning Huddle. Talking Spurs, Knicks, game 1. We'll get into that a little bit more later. You guys, I'm gonna speak to you about life as an old person.
I hear tell.
People born in the 1960s and 70s tend to be bothered much less by these things that younger generations often dislike or find frustrating. I want to know, Rob and Vic, I want to know your opinions.
I think that before you even start, I think our generation, especially this little segment that I'm in, is very stoic. We have been party to a lot of different things in our life.
I agree.
And just kind of let it roll off our back because we've seen worse.
Are you bothered by not having instructions at work?
No, I hope not to have instructions.
I'm kind of that way too.
Let me go do it and let me figure out how to do it.
Younger people, they like to be told, I want you to do this, this, and this.
Micromanage?
Yes, they like that. And that's like, I think older people generally, that's something that they.
My wife's a former teacher, and I lived my life according to the grade that she taught. So when she was teaching the 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, I would just get instructions. Babe, I'm coming home, clean the house. When she was teaching kindergartners, she would go, babe, I'm coming home, I want you to clean the toilet, clean the sink. She would give me delineated instructions. The kids need delineated instructions instead of just clean the house. It's too much.
Yeah.
You got to give them step by step by step by step. My generation was, if the house ain't clean, we're going to whoop your ass. Figure it out.
Yeah. All right. I am very annoyed by this. Curious what you guys think. Unexpected phone calls.
Well,
and not just spam calls, but like people calling you to talk about things.
I existed in a time that was it. So to me, it's not. That's my primary way. If I have a choice,
You prefer
for those
to talk
that
on
I
the
care
phone.
for and really want to communicate with. It's always with a voice.
What about you, Vic? Phone or text?
Oh, I'd rather do text. I don't talk anymore.
Yeah, I do
don't
much
like
prefer
to talk.
text or email. Like,
well, it depends on the situation. Sometimes it's too much to text.
Well, there's that.
And I don't want to voice text it.
I'm
I
your
just rather
unexpected.
talk to them.
I'm the call that you turn down.
Because you call
I'm
people.
the guy that's calling you. Go, oh, just text me. Well, then I'll text you, but I'll call you first.
Single word text messages. Younger generation looks at single word text messages, like if you just say okay or fine
or emoji.
They look at that as passive aggressive,
Right.
or like you're pissed off and
Like-
not talking about it. Like there's something wrong with that. Does it bother you?
No, I'm also the thumbs up guy. That's me. Like,
I
hey,
give thumbs up. I give cool.
yeah,
I'm 100%
that tells me
thumbs up.
I'm
Yep.
with you. I'm with you. You say no more. I'm with you.
Yeah, rock on. And in fact, if it makes you feel better, I'll respond to you with a thumbs up, so the thumbs up goes above your thing, or or a heart. Like, hey, love it, man. Right
I'm
on.
with you.
Rock on.
No more conversation needed. I'm fully on your wavelength. That to me is the least passive aggressive I could be, and it's funny how it's taken the complete opposite way by those that are younger than me.
Are you annoyed by constructive criticism?
That's a loaded question. If I feel like you bring something to the table, if I respect your opinion, not at all. In fact,
Okay.
I hope to get it. But if I don't respect you and you come in and you give me some unsolicited advice, you can go ahead and do it. I ain't listening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, same thing.
I'm not going to get mad at you. I
agree
just
with
ain't going
Rob
to pay
on
any
that.
attention. But if I respect you, absolutely. Not only do I want it, I beg for it.
This is why every day after the show, when I tell Rob how we could be a little bit better, he
He just leaves.
puts his headphones in and like grabs his bag. But I'll let you know when I've got some respect.
Yeah, you're
for
still
you,
talking,
sir.
and then he's walking out.
What?
Yeah.
All right, carry on.
Rejection. The younger generation looks at rejection as a personal
This
attack.
is the flaw in today's society for the men of a certain age. You don't know how to go ask someone to dance. You are terrified of them saying no. This is the primary difference between my generation and the next.
Yep.
Is the terrifying being so afraid of a momentary failure that you just can't get past. Somebody would just say no.
I'm a big believer in shoot your shot.
Yes, what's the problem?
Of course, if they say no, they say
They
no.
say no. Get up and do it again. And to me, that is the fundamental difference between us and them, me and you.
When I was a younger single man, there were plenty of gals that I was hopeful would go
I got
go
turned
for
down
things
a couple times.
But
yeah.
I went into it expecting
A couple of times. I've been blasted beyond belief.
I went in many a time.
I mean,
Many a time I would shoot my shot with girls thinking there's no way she's going to go for this line. And I would shoot it.
and every
And every once in a while it works.
And you know what?
Yeah.
It's sometimes when you walk away and you've just been looked up and down and nodded no, and it's almost funny. You're like,
I
all
remember
right.
Lisa Hahn rejected me in high school,
If-
and we
see,
called her Jessica Hahn because
to
she
me-
looked hot. But
Well,
that rejection, I was like, man,
if you don't fail, you never can succeed. I just am a
Yeah.
firm believer. If you don't shoot your shot, it's that don't fall in love while she's walking away kind of stuff. Dude, that's the one thing I told my kids. If you don't go for it, you're never
yeah,
gonna
you're
get
never
it.
going to know.
You're never going to
Just
get
do it.
All right. Waiting your turn. It says the older generation is generally more comfortable with patience and don't expect things immediately, where younger generation expects instant gratification.
Because they're so used to having things done for them.
I think
Yep.
that might be part of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I-
90% of it is. Most of the things that my kids have survived and achieved, that they just kind of let be, were the ones that I did most of the work for them, and then they took it past the finish line, whatever that might be. They didn't learn anything from
But
that.
I like another example is when we go eat barbecue. Like, I don't love waiting in line, but I understand that's part of
That's part
of
of the
the
gig.
experience.
Yeah.
That's how you get the good
2
food.
hours? Okay. Yeah.
My
Well,
kids
good.
are like, "Are you kidding me? We're waiting in line for barbecue."
I'm I'm kind of like with the kids on that one because I'm impatient naturally, no matter what it is.
Uh-huh.
So if you tell me, yeah, we're gonna go eat barbecue, but there's a 3-hour wait, well, y'all wait for 2 hours and 45 minutes, and I'll show up. And I'll wait for 15 minutes.
Some of y'all have never taken an 8-hour family vacation station wagon ride in the middle of
that's
summer
true.
with
Yeah.
absolutely nothing to entertain you but beating up on the kid beside you.
Yeah.
Some of y'all have never had to go through that. You never had to sit.
No, they
just
never played a pinch buggy.
a pinch bug or punch bug
Yeah,
or
punch bug,
count
yeah.
the cows or I spy or all that.
Yeah.
The license plate game.
You've never had to survive 8 hours of that. And if you can do that, then there's a
And
lot of stuff you
with
can
no
go
seat,
ahead.
with no seatbelt
No
on.
seatbelt.
We didn't have any seatbelts.
Hell
on.
no.
No, I'm different
Yeah.
from you. You've lived a different life.
Having to be uncomfortable sometimes. And this is where I am separate from the older generation, because I do believe the older generation, one thing in particular that they are good at, and my wife, even though she's younger than me, is good at this too, being bored. Like if you are, whether it's inconvenience or boredom or a tough situation, older people just, I've got nothing to do. And part of it is I've got ADHD. I've got a compulsion for this. Like I need to be doing something.
I can be still with my thoughts.
I can't.
I can't.
I'm a foot tapper.
I'm a foot tapper, but I can be still. I don't have to be stimulated.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I generally do.
But
so like my wife gets annoyed. Like if we go on a road trip and she's driving, she gets annoyed because I'm like on my phone, and she's like, "Well, can't you just like talk
there,
to me and
or
or
just
like
sit
hang,
there."
yeah,
Oh,
just
no.
sit." I'm like, "No, well,
No,
why would I
can't.
do that?"
I think that once you can, your life gets a lot better. I can tell you. But just because you're able to be still doesn't mean you don't need to be doing something.
Yeah.
But I think guys of my age, if there's nothing to do, we'll find something to do that's productive.
Yeah.
Just I don't have anything to do now, but I'm going to clean the hedges or whatever
Yeah.
it might be, and I'll be glad that I did later. I might not enjoy it now, but I'll be happy it's done.
All right. What about people disagreeing with you? The younger generation often sees people having a different opinion as offensive.
Well, I was raised by an attorney that every night was a legal discussion. What's good? What's this? I grew up arguing.
I love that too. Like I love debate.
Yeah, I grew up with that. I
And
like that.
If everything I said was agreeable, I would be really bad at this job. Like I love the idea of going back and forth with people.
It goes back to anybody who thinks a thumbs up is aggressive.
Yeah.
That means you have no ability to reason and consort with others who don't agree with you necessarily.
I less find it offensive as I love to. I want to go back and forth. Like I want to create debate. Like that is interesting. That's entertaining to me.
Yeah.
Well, I think that there's.
That's kind of what I love about the Brigade Bar.
Well, the
I
debate
love
is one thing. Pushing through and being overly aggressive is another. I'm talking about people that are willing to listen to other people's point of views. Whether they ultimately agree is one thing, but willing to listen is very, very different.
I will say I'm very stubborn in my opinions, and like it's very difficult to change my mind. But I love to argue my point, and I love to have people argue back at me. But at the end of the day, I also have a platform where I'm allowed to,
you reach an age where you are willing to change your mind, and I think your life gets a whole lot easier once you understand that a lot of times you're wrong.
Yeah.
A lot of times you don't have all the information.
I can't wait till I'm that age. But right now, I know everything.
Those that accept that, I
know everything, Vic. What are you talking about?
Those that accept that fact that you can, in fact, change your mind and evolve, live longer.
Yeah.
I just think you have a better life because the things that eat you realize that it's not worth it.
Yeah,
what about? Go ahead, Vic.
No, I was just going to say, just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you're right.
No, that's exactly it.
Yeah, and
except
like
for
AJ,
me, I am.
Yeah, but
mostly
your
right.
opinion, you're 100% right.
Yeah, thank you.
But the way you said it, going back and forth, like you have your point, that's kind of like the same way I am too.
Yep. Being told no.
Again.
Now this is
no. Well, how are you being told?
I mean, I don't like being told no. I don't think anybody loves being told no, but I don't take it personally if I'm told no.
This goes back to the fundamental difference between this generation and the last is the absolute terror of being told no.
Yeah. And finally, and I don't have any problem with, and maybe it's because I'm like in my real life off the radio, I'm an introvert. Like I don't go out and do a bunch of, I'm not, Rob knows this. It's like Rob's got to drag me out of the house when I lived here by myself Rob had to be like, dude, you got to leave your apartment.
I
And
only
was
leave
like,
my house to come here.
You're right.
I don't go
You're worse than me.
Yeah.
But this one is not being included in everything.
Oh.
I have no problem with this.
Oh, me too.
But, like, if my kids find out that something went on and they didn't know about it, they're like, are you kidding me? Like, no one told me this was happening. Like, if something happens and I missed out on it, okay. Like, you didn't think to include me. That doesn't bother me a bit.
Show me the video.
I still carry a little bit of FOMO. I do. There's some things I feel like I want to be a part of. So I think that's what draws me out of the house. You know, I don't want to miss out. So
Yeah, they say
I still harbor a little of that.
The older generation is less worried about missing out on events, conversations, or opportunities.
No, I want the ability to turn it down, but I do want to have the ability to say yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Same here.
You don't want to be told no, or,
I don't
you
mind
don't mind being told no. Like, so if someone says, "Hey, man, I'm having a party," you can't come. Like, you at least want to know that it exists.
Yeah, I want to know. Seriously. But I might.
Hey,
not,
I'm having a big.
I might not have come anyway.
I'm having a big Super Bowl party, and you're like, "Oh, great!" And I'm like, "Yeah, but you're not invited. I just didn't want to leave you out, and I wanted you to know that this was happening. You can't be a part of it." And then it becomes okay to Rob.
Thanks for letting me know.
I'm good at being told no.
Now, of course, I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to destroy everything you love.
All right. We'll be right back. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
94.1 San Antonio Sports Star Traffic from News Talk 550 KTSA.
Some road work causing some delays. First off, far southeast side, I-37 northbound at Southton. Reduced to one lane. Traffic is slow from Loop 1604, about a 5-minute delay. Also, Midtown, I-10 upper level westbound, reduced to one lane between Frio Street and Calabria, a little sluggish through there. And then on the east side, have a call out of an issue. Disabled vehicle blocks the right lane, Loop 410 northbound at FM 78. I'm Dan Miles, KTSA Time Saver Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Aleve. At some point, body pain may creep in and become your reality that day. But Aleve is here to keep you moving. One pill gives you up to 12 hours of body pain relief. So don't let pain hold you back. Try Aleve today. Use as directed.
We have meaningful basketball being played in San Antonio for the first time in years, and you know the Roo Pub has proven to be the best place to go watch the games with those 3 massive 170-inch screens and TVs all around. All the games, all the fights, and when you show up at the Roo Pub, show up hungry. Open daily at 11. Great for lunch, great for dinner, great for late at night, and the best place to watch the game. Just down from the Big Blind, right next to the Angry Elephant. The Roo Pub, 281 in Redland Road. We'll see you at the Roo.
Got wrecked? Got a pain in your neck? Thomas J. Henry is your next call. Thomas J. Henry has put over $1 billion in our clients' pockets in just 4 years. And we can help you too. Just look at our over 14,000 5-star reviews. The numbers and our clients speak for themselves. So if you've been in a car accident, visit ThomasJHenryLaw.com today. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. Principal office in San Antonio.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from IQ Bar. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at eatiqbar.com/policy/terms of service.
I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ Bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and 0 weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 9 plant protein bars, 8 hydration mixes, and 4 mushroom coffee sticks. And now you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping when you text RADIO to 64,000. Text RADIO to 64,000 to get your 20% off. That's RADIO to 64,000.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
Twin Peaks is your home to soccer's biggest event in the world. Get all your updates live on San Antonio Sports Star 94.1 FM. And get to Twin Peaks to catch your favorite matchups paired with daily goal-worthy specials. Twin Peaks is your home for the world's biggest soccer event.
It's the Morning Huddle with A.J. Hoffman and Rob Thompson.
Burr, burr, burr. Hey, you guys. Happy game day. Happy game day indeed. Game 1 tonight at the Frost Center. I want to talk for a minute, Rob, about the legacy factor here. And you mentioned, I mean, you've talked about Brunson. You said something that people are talking about, that Brunson may be the best American basketball player in the NBA, which I don't think I'd put him in the top 5. But I think that there is something to, if he wins a championship, he is going to be elevated to a level that,
and will deserve it.
Surprises me.
I mean, the level of play alone has been ridiculous. Since the trade, he became something that certainly the Mavericks didn't expect. The Knicks will tell you they did, but most people didn't see what was coming. And for a 3-year span, he's been as effective as any guard in basketball.
Yeah.
And considering they're going to list him at 6'2", this brother is not 6'2", trust me. So he is everything that a basketball fan should love because he's everyman. He's 6'1". He's not a brilliant shooter. He's a phenomenal basketball player.
Well, and he's like sort of a tiny Luka, because Jalen Brunson's not even like a great athlete.
Oh, he's not going to dunk on you. No, it's a brilliant guy that is limited physically, that has overcome it with an acuity that, dude, it is amazing. Just the fact that you can with a straight face say, is Jalen Brunson in the argument for the best American basketball player is insane to even get there. But we did, and I'm not ashamed to say he's in the argument. Is he? No, he can't play defense. But the skill set for what he's done and how he's able to elevate dudes that have just been guys. Karl Anthony Towns has just been a really good dude for a long time. But the combination of these two, especially right now.
I mean, he's better with him, certainly.
Oh, by far. It is ridiculous. So there is merit to some of the Nick argument that there's something there. But he is a flawed good player. And it's not because of anything other than his size. He just can't defend a modern big guard. And he is going to give up points. It's just a matter of how many and where he gives them up.
Yeah. Well, I'm not a believer. So he'll have to I may have egg on my face very soon. But,
well, I mean,
count me amongst those who are full-blown Jalen Brunson doubters.
Because he's going to put numbers up. It's just, does those numbers mean a win? I mean, there's mattered numbers, and then there's just numbers. And he puts them up, and in this playoff series, or at least in this playoffs, his numbers have mattered. They've been important points.
Yeah. Well, I'm out on him. But on the other side, Wemby, who has a chance now, if he wins this, there's no doubt that he is now amongst the elites.
I think it will be him and everybody else. I think at least for the next 6 months till we tip and guys get back to work.
And then people remember, Nikola Jokic is still in the NBA.
Yeah,
there's other guys.
There's still Nikola. We got Cooper in his next year. We got a lot of things still coming.
But there's not going to be a world where Wemby is a tier 2 player anymore.
Never. He will
if he wins this one. He is always going to be mentioned with Joker, with Shea, with when people say who are the best players in the NBA, it's no longer, well, there's guys like Joker and Shea who have done it. And then there's Wemby, who we'll see. Wemby, he jumps. I think he jumps guys like Luka.
Well, he's got a ring, and Luka doesn't.
Exactly.
We will know by the order of appearance when the NBA starts next year, and it's the very first NBA game, and Amazon's running their intro. Who's the first player they show in the montage? And it will be Wemby.
Yeah,
and it will be that for every other network. Wemby will be the first face you see in a group of other players, but Wemby will assume the top of the totem pole if he wins it this year.
Which is odd because it's the first. He's the first big. If he does this, he will be the first big who's been the face of the NBA since Shaq.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as good as some others have been, he is the first. And I say that like. Again, I know Yao Ming, there was a time when China was a huge NBA market, and it would but I'm talking like even for Americans, Wemby will be the face of the NBA. And Joker's never gotten to that.
No, because it's more than basketball at that point. You become this entire individual that goes from your shoes to the product you're drinking and you're selling, and Wemby will be there. Everything he touches will be gold.
Yeah. I mean, so this is a huge legacy moment for both those guys. Again, Jalen Brunson may prove me completely wrong. I don't believe it, but he's got a chance to. And Wemby can prove everyone right. Again, I said this the other day. Name a player who was as hyped as Wemby who found success this fast.
There's never been, other than Shaq was the last one who came this close, and remember he lost.
I mean, Magic Johnson won his rookie year, but I would say
he wasn't with Kareem.
But I would say he wasn't as hyped as Wemby
was.
Well,
he still had Kareem. He still had the greatest weapon offensively we had seen to that date. So it mattered, but it was still, this was Kareem's team that Magic pushed forward. The next one I think was more important. Nobody has done and as quickly as Wemby has, considering that the first 2 years weren't incompletes. He didn't. Those first 2 years, sum total was one season. So we haven't seen this. And then above and beyond that, there's nobody else here. He planted the flag. I mean, Tim had David. Magic had Kareem. I mean, not since Larry has somebody walked into the court and alone and has taken over the league since him.
Yeah, I mean it's been a long time since we've seen.
And apart from Jordan and LeBron,
but Jordan and LeBron, it took them a while before
Jordan
they could
7
win.
years.
Yeah, Kareem won a title early, didn't he?
Milwaukee,
but it was like 2 years in.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is precedence for this, but it's rarefied air. Certainly.
But Bill Walton came in young with Portland, and he couldn't physically hold up what he started.
Yeah,
Kareem came in young and maintained for 20 years, and Shaq too. But and the expectation is Wemby will do the same. Come in young and last for as long as he wants to last.
Ren says even if the Knicks win, Brunson's not going to be in commercials all over the place. He's not going to be worldwide.
He doesn't want to be one.
I'm not sure of that, just because I'm telling you, the idea that he plays for the Knicks, if he wins, the NBA will push him in a way that is unexpected in my mind. And in a way that is disproportionate to what he is as a player. It's almost a Derek Jeter effect.
I take it more than to the Tim effect more than Jeter.
Because Derek Jeter was a really good player. But
he was on the Yankees.
If Derek Jeter played for the Kansas City Royals, he wouldn't be Derek Jeter.
No, he wouldn't. But what Jeter did do was he was afforded a stage that he never would have had with Kansas City, but he performed when he had to. He made the great plays in the World Series.
But I'm saying he's magnified by being in New York City.
And I think Brunson will get that. But the thing the difference to me is Brunson's already taken less money to keep this team around. I think for him, as much as Tim Duncan, it's about the win. And if there's some deals he'll take, but I don't ever see him, Brunson. Even if he got MVP, won the title, I don't see him drinking Pepsi and kicking shoes on TV. I just don't think that's him.
I'll give you another example. And I mean, you don't even remember this, I'm sure. But Joe Namath, if Joe Namath won a Super Bowl in Arizona,
he wouldn't be laying naked on a bear rug.
No, but they would, because Joe Namath won in New York. He became a star to a level that was.
But he chased it though. Joe wanted it. I don't think Jalen wants it. I think it'll be available to him just like it was for Tim. But Tim didn't want it, and we'll let it go. And he just became this great player that we saw from October to June and disappeared in the offseason. Where Jalen, I think, would just prefer to disappear too.
Yeah. Elron says, AJ, welcome to your first finals here. You getting more puro every day. Enjoy the game. Vamos Spurs. Love it. Love it, baby. Love it. All right, let's take a break. We'll see what's going on in Hollywood on the other side. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
All right, step up. If you really know the Rangers, this is your game on Rangers Game Day. Make your call in the Morning Huddle's Ranger Double Dinger Payday. Pick the Ranger who takes one deep. He hits one, you're in. Ranger tickets. He hits two. Now we're talking tickets and a hotel stay. Big swings, big rewards. Wake up with the Morning Huddle and cash in with the Morning Huddle's Rangers Double Dinger Payday. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star, South Texas home of the Texas Rangers.
Hi, my name's Jason Thompson. I've lived in San Antonio for more than 50 years. Went to grade school, high school, and graduated from law school right here. San Antonians have trusted me as their attorney after serious injury and fatality collision since 1994. My website is alawyerforus.com. Why a lawyer for us? Well, after several years of practice, I watched as insurance companies created their own law firms solely to defend against auto claims. Today, there are very few insurance companies that do not have their own captive law firm filled with attorneys whose job is to minimize what the insurance company has to pay on an auto claim. If you or a family member is injured in a traffic collision, you will need your own attorney. Just remember alawyerforus.com. For many lawyers you see on billboards, your case will be handled by a non-lawyer or a staff lawyer. If you call me, Jason Thompson, I will be the lawyer you speak with. The initial consultation is always free. If you or a family member needs an experienced attorney you can trust, I want you to call me, Jason Thompson. My number is 900-0400. That's 210-900-0400. Or alawyerforus.com.
Coaches, dads, moms, working parents. Ever try taking a work call while the kids are running wild through the house? There's finally a better way to work and parent. Introducing Co-Play Cove, San Antonio's first co-working plus childcare experience designed for modern families. Grab coffee, answer emails, take meetings, or just breathe for a minute while your child safely learns and plays nearby. Learn more now at Co-Play Cove and visit the events page today for upcoming Father's Day activities.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
As a fitness coach, my active psoriatic arthritis can slow me down. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, I'm treating my skin and joint symptoms so I can keep moving. Skyrizi, a prescription-only injection for adults, helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And for those who have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible. With Skyrizi, there's no daily dosing. It's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
San Antonio's Sports Center.
In the NFL, another big deal, this time via extension, as the Atlanta Falcons and wide receiver Drake London agreed to a 4-year, $141 million extension, $100 million of that guaranteed. And finally, in the NHL, the Golden Knights reigned supreme in Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, winning 5-4, scoring 2 goals in the third to take the first game on the road. I'm Rob Thompson for 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
The NFL lives right here. 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Dig this, baby. I like it like that. I've only got one burning desire. Let me stand next to your fire, Vic. Ah, yes.
That's what I grew up in my household. This and James Brown.
Oh.
More important, him or
Your
Sly
family
and the
had
Family
soul.
Stone?
Well,
as far as musical legacy.
My dad actually went to
Jimmy or Sly and the Family Stone?
Yeah. And I would argue that people automatically fall to Jimmy, but I would argue if you look at the lineage of what Sly Stone and the family did, the funk rhythms that grew carried further than Jimmy did.
I don't know. I mean, as far as influence, I could maybe get with that, but like catalog of their own work.
Oh no,
that's not even
No,
close.
I mean, he is what he is, but there's never been another like that. And I think what Sly Stone came out of that, he was Northern California. We're getting into some weird musical history, and he came out of Seattle and all that sound. I think if the longevity of what Sly Stone and that group and that music that came out for about 4 years, 68 to 72, we're still feeling today.
I would say so. Yeah.
Anyway,
and I mean, it's funny because you're right. Jimmy was born in Seattle, but he was for the most part, a British musician.
Yeah, that's where he made his bones.
Yeah. So, as far as American goes, yeah, I mean, you might be right for sure.
But there ain't nothing like this.
No, I love Jimmy, man, the king. What a guy! What a guy! All right. Every day around this time, we like to see. We do a little thing called Huddle on Hollywood. We like to see what's going on in the world. In L.A. and
Are you taking advantage of your free? You don't even have a free evening to catch up on the latest shows.
No, I didn't have a free evening last night.
Now with the finals, we got a 3-day break in there. We'll be able to catch up on stuff.
That'll be the good old days. Yeah. Cannot wait for that.
No, I can wait.
I'm perfectly happy to alternate back and forth.
Dude, you've got it. You're kicking right now. You're on full bore. It's very rare that you can cheer for two teams about to win a title.
I know, man. Dude. I know, and I love it. I love it. There's an art influencer. This isn't, I guess, technically Hollywood, but it is an
art influencer.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. But an American art influencer was found dead at a 5-star hotel in Brazil. Her name is Hildy Lynn Helfenstein, 40-year-old Californian known online as Jerry Gogosian.
All right.
Was found by her plastic surgeon on Sunday in her room at the Rosewood, Sao Paulo, when she failed to answer her phone. She had gone down to get plastic surgery.
Okay, there we go.
And hadn't done it. And they said, well, what's going on here? So he goes over there to find out, and they found her next to an empty vodka bottle, a broken glass on the floor, and unidentified pills. She had been in Sao Paulo for 3 weeks recovering from a cosmetic procedure. Her surgeon told authorities he had previously taken her to a hospital after a possible overdose and claimed she was using substances, but an official cause of death has yet to be released. The police are saying it's a suspicious death. Yeah, I would say the bottle of vodka and unidentified pills and broken glass says suspicious. They will not say what procedure she had done. I was hoping to find that out as well. She's
BBL, right? Brazilian. She's in Sao Paulo.
I mean, I would think that's where you'd go.
Big old nalga.
I would hope that was the case.
Maybe you buy 2 of them if you got good money.
Yeah, I mean, that, you imagine just having one big ass cheek.
Layaway.
They're all lopsided.
I'll be back next year for the other.
The great thing about that is they take that surgery, they take anywhere that you want to be taken from, and they'll put it in your ass. Like you got love handles, they'll put it in your ass. You got a fat neck, they'll put that in your ass, whatever it is.
Dude, I got enough to
take all your problems and stick them up.
Stick them up
in
your butt.
Well,
That's right.
I'd be if they did all that,
Or
I'd
at
be
least
like a
in.
weeble. I'd just wobble. I'd never tip over. Just put it, all that fat right there in the ass. Look like a bobber on a lake.
And if you do fall down, you're in trouble.
Oh, no, I'm done.
Yeah,
like a tortoise upside down.
That's a bad situation. Let's see, where else? What else do we have here? Oh, did you see this about Euphoria, which is maybe the most talked about show?
Have you watched Euphoria?
I've seen some. I
haven't
watch
seen
it
enough of
regularly.
it. I endeavor to see more. I can tell you that.
I got bad news for you then.
Why?
Euphoria is officially ending with season 3.
I heard that Sweeney and Zendaya don't get along anymore. They don't like each other. Two big divas.
3 seasons, 26 episodes. Euphoria is officially over. The Sam Levinson, who is the creator, writer, and director, made the announcement. He confirmed to Variety magazine so that season 3 closer was actually the series finale. Which they're saying it doesn't come as a surprise, but you're right. Zendaya had already said she believed it was coming to an end. There was reported drama amongst the starlets of the show, and I guess the whole point of it is it's supposed to be about a group of high school students, and
they're well past that.
It's not like The Simpsons where you just remain young forever. Like these people grow up. But remember that show Glee?
Oh, yeah.
It was like, that show lasted like 5 seasons when these people were like 28 years old and were supposed to be, oh, yeah, you're a senior now? Congratulations. Here's your mustache. But it is a bit of a surprise that while right now, I don't know that I've ever heard this show talked about more than it has been in the last month.
I think it had been a slow burn. I know that there was a lot of people that watched it, but it was just not on my radar. I was trying to think if I had a show like that was so, it was starlet-driven, sex-driven, that, lasted for this kind of years, that everybody tuned into. I don't remember having, in my age, something like this.
See, I talked about it yesterday about the show Banshee on Cinemax that was all sex and violence, and I loved it. And
so I feel like this is this generation's.
Maybe it's that. Maybe it's that.
And what's her name? Sweeney.
I
think both though her and Zendaya are. Zendaya's already making big movies, and Sweeney just did that Housemaid movie, right?
Yeah,
didn't she do that?
Yeah, that's a good movie too.
So
it's better than I expected it to be.
I think we're not. It'll be a matter how we see those two starlets, but we're certainly not going to not see them.
Well, speaking of Euphoria and Sydney Sweeney, she has said that Euphoria is what has made her feel confident about her breasts.
It's worked. I'm confident about them too, quite frankly.
She's 28 years old, which is maybe why she's going to stop playing a high school student. She says, I grew up with boobs. I had a 32 double D in 6th grade, and I never felt confident. I never had anything I felt good in, and I just wanted to hide it. It wasn't until I played Cassie in Euphoria that I started realizing it's actually powerful to be confident. Our bodies are incredible. We should embrace them and feel really good in our skin.
I'm so glad that she does.
Yes. So
I'm all about body positivity.
Yes. It is funny, girls.
32 double Ds in 6th grade, you say?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't go to that school. School.
That's a different school than mine. You're right.
Yeah. That was back when we were calling we'd be like 2x4. You're everybody's.
Yeah.
And then in walks Sydney
Don't
Sweeney
you remember
with 32
when you
double
came
Ds.
back after the summer and the young girls had sprouted? You looked over and the girl that you'd sat next to for 3 years suddenly was not a girl.
Man, and there was one of my best friends who by junior year was like full on in love with this girl, and she would have nothing to do with him because he made fun of her in like 4th grade.
Yep.
And she turned into an absolute smoke show.
See kids.
And those girls, they don't forget.
No.
They don't forget. But I didn't. You know what happened to my son a couple days ago?
What? Which one?
Holden. 14-year-old. Went to a party, and it was at this gal's house that.
Did they do 7 Seconds of Heaven?
No. Listen to this.
Spin the bottle.
He had hung out with this gal a couple times, and he shot his shot, and she was like, "No, I don't think of you that way." Well, fast forward to a couple nights ago, there's a party at her house. He goes over there, and my son's going into his freshman year.
Yeah.
A girl who's going into his junior year kissed him, and in front of her.
See?
And I'm telling you, his status is through the roof right now.
It's the wedding ring. If you're good enough for her, then you're certainly good enough for me.
Oh.
That's a good place to be.
That's real.
You have hand right now, Holden. Keep the hand.
I know. And he said,
hold on to that hand.
I was like, so what are you going to do? You gonna meet up with her? And he's like, I don't know. She's 16. It's
yeah.
weird.
Whoa. Forbidden fruit.
He's 14. Just turned 14, by the way. And she's 16.
2 years difference.
Have you had the talk?
Oh, he knows. Yeah, he knows.
I mean, have you had the sit down embarrassing?
No.
But he knows.
No.
Oh, I know he knows. But this is not about him. This is about you.
My wife was like, I don't like this. I don't like him. This 16-year-old, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, she asked for my number. And I said, no. I was like, what?
Dude,
what
you
are
have
you
to have
doing?
a talk, man. I'm telling you, you got to sit down and.
I said, dude, this is.
Okay, son, we're going to shut the door. And what happens on this side of the door will never be spoken of to your mother. There are some things that I'm going to discuss with you right now that are men things.
And the first time I got laid was by a girl 2 years ahead of me.
Oh, yeah, that's how.
And people knew. And when they found out, it was like, whoa, it's open season. Again, now me as a dad of a son, I'm like, I want my kids to enjoy life and experience things. My wife is very protective.
Well, you need to. You need to have the discussion.
Mm-hmm. I think so. All right, we'll be right back. We'll wrap up the show with the Daily Lines. It's the Morning Huddle 94.1.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely freaks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker so after the first one freaks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Hello, Connecticut. May I help you?
This is Bill Tyson. Is this my Connecticut Pro?
Yes, Mr. Tyson. What can I do for you?
Calling from Yellowstone National Park. Mm-hmm. Old Faithful just erupted and reminded me I didn't set the vacation bypass in my Connecticut water conditioner. Would you run over to my house and set it? I've hidden the key under my doormat.
Well,
I forgot to set the bypass last year. I had that other brand, and the software used up 4,000 pounds of salt in a week.
Mr. Tyson, relax. With your new Connecticut, there is no vacation cycle or any worries about salt. If you don't use any water, your Connecticut won't either. We not only believe in saving salt, but also in saving water.
Would you go over and unplug it then? I'm trying to conserve electricity.
You forget that your Connecticut doesn't use electricity either. There's nothing to plug in. And don't forget that your Connecticut is also completely automatic.
You mean I can relax and enjoy my whole vacation?
That's right.
This is great. I've got Old Faithful here at Yellowstone and an Old Faithful in my Connecticut water conditioner at home.
The last water softener you'll ever own. Connecticut. SA.com.
License number 38961. Hi, everybody. Joe Reinigle here for Window Nation. You know, it is June. Summer is here along with those hot summer days, and that means constant AC use and high energy bills. It is time to upgrade your home's windows this month during Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale. Imagine replacing all your windows with new energy-efficient ones and getting half of them for free. Plus, you could even get them with no money down and no monthly payment or interest for 2 years. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com to book that consultation. San Antonio's newest sports headquarters, Novo Brewery. Juicy, thick-cut ribeye, picanha prime sirloin, Brazilian empanadas, stacked burgers, and more. This is bring your appetite food. Novo is attached to North Star Mall with late hours. Visit novobrew.com.
1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone. 100% of them can get their T levels back. Synergenics tailors their TRT to make sure levels are where they need to be. They even take insurance. Head to Synergenics.com to book your free testosterone test today.
It's The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2.
Coming up on the Blitz, we have finally made it. It is game day, game 1 of the NBA Finals.
We will get the latest from Jeff McDonald from the San Antonio Express News as he previews the series at 3:35.
The Spurs get it done in game 1, Minix.
We'll get you ready. Game Night San Antonio, Game 1 edition, brought to you by Vision Source.
The Blitz with Jason and Joe. Afternoons at 2 on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star. It's the Morning Huddle with AJ Hoffman and Rob Thompson on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
Going down for real tonight at the Frost Center. Spurs, Knicks, game 1, baby.
Do we have a double donger we got to give away?
Yes, we do. Double dong tonight. Rangers, you pick the player who hits the home run. You'll win a pair of tickets to an upcoming game. If he hits 2, you will get upgraded seats and a hotel stay on us. Let's go with caller number 5, 210-656-3776. You'll play the Double Dong Challenge. All right. Let's get to it, Vic. The Daily Lines.
Cha-ching. It's the Morning Huddle's look at the Daily Lines with AJ and Rob on 94.1 San Antonio Sports Star.
You covered, yeah!
All right, Rob. The San Antonio Spurs, 4.5-point favorites tonight. Do they get the job done?
Yeah, they cover.
They cover that? Yeah. I think so, too. I like them to cover tonight. I think they get the job done big time tonight. I think it might be a double-digit win to start things off.
It feels imminent. Yeah, I like it.
Victor Wembanyama, higher, lower, 42.5 points, rebounds, assists. It's a big number. 42.5.
It's too big. Rebounds and scores, points, rebounds, and assists.
Points, rebounds, assists.
Yeah, I'd take them more.
Okay. The other player, Jalen Brunson, 25.5 points.
He's going to have to.
I don't think he does.
I'm saying he's going to have to win. And the thing is, I don't think they're going to win, so I don't think it's going to happen.
I think he gets locked up tonight.
Now, Karl Anthony, one of these guys is going to score some points.
Karl Anthony Towns' number is 16.5.
Wow, no respect on that.
I like higher on Karl Anthony Towns. I think he's going to be the guy. And here's another guy I like tonight. De'Aaron Fox, 15.5. I think De'Aaron Fox is going to be the guy that Jalen Brunson is tasked with defending. And Rob's talked about it a lot.
He's a victim.
He is a professional victim. Now they could eventually see enough of it and say, "All right, here comes Josh Hart," and that could be problematic.
That pulls him off somebody else.
Yep. But I like De'Aaron Fox to get the job done tonight. 15.5.
What's Mikal Bridges sitting at? He's their wild card in my mind.
Mikal Bridges 14.5.
If he gets 14.5, the Spurs got work to do.
He has scored at least 15 in the last 4 games. Even on inefficient shooting against Cleveland.
Well, a lot of those are gravy minutes to get him out of his slump. But he's my definite wild card. If he goes off, the Spurs got some work to do.
All right, man. Let's get it. Go Spurs, go tonight. Let's get off to a good start.
You'll be there on the third deck. Go say hi to AJ.
Yeah, say hi.
Buy him a beer. He needs it.
The Blitz will be on at 2 o'clock. They're discussing, I don't know, they'll probably talk a lot about the hockey game. Joe loves hockey. Either way, we'll be back to it all over again tomorrow. Go Spurs, go!